The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of Interstate Battery Southern Indiana High School football starts now. Presented by Jim Butner Auto Group.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Corydon Central High School, home of the Panthers. I'm Mike Beck as we, with Jim Kazmarek, as we get ready for a beautiful night of football here. Our first trip to Corydon in a while, and couldn't be a nicer place to visit.
What a beautiful night, Mike, and the football field looks fantastic. It's a natural grass field, which is something we haven't seen for a while.
Yeah.
And both teams are primed for a big game. This is a big conference game for both these teams. Both coaches are very, very excited about their chances tonight.
This is going to be a fantastic game, we believe. Salem comes in with a 3-2 record, 3 wins in a row after a couple of opening losses, including an overtime loss to North Harrison to start the season. Then they ran into Silver Creek, but since then they've been playing some really solid football.
And you know, North Harrison seems to be the overtime upset team in the conference this year, because they have done the same thing to Salem. Both teams are moving. Both coaches said they're moving in the direction they want them to go. They're excited about tonight's game. This is a big conference game because Brownstown getting knocked off by Silver Creek, and they actually didn't play the first game of the season, so they're one game behind everybody. The winner of this game really moves up into the catbird seat in the conference.
That's for sure, and many people may be tuning in tonight thinking we're covering Bloomington North hosting the New Albany Bulldogs. That game was canceled because of a COVID concern there at Bloomington North High School. So that game not taking place at all. Bulldogs get a week off, but we don't ever take a week off, Jim.
No, we don't. No, we don't. And you know, Mike, just as a quick aside here, since we are talking about changing our location tonight, both coaches were so thankful of us coming out here and covering their game for them. Ashton was down on the field with me, and they both thanked us. Thanked Glycod for coming up and showcasing their teams and their programs in their high schools.
Well, we're really happy to be here tonight, and we hope that this will be a game that lives up to its billing. Some great players on both teams, and we'll talk about those in a minute. Also hear your interviews with both coaches coming up. But before we do that, I want to let you know it's a perfect night for football here in late September with our game temperature 75 degrees, partly cloudy skies, but no rain in the forecast, none to speak of, just some high clouds, and man, it can't get much better for late September.
No, it can't. You know, we've had these games, Mike, where we're in downpours and 40 degrees, and we've had games in late September when it's still 90 degrees out. So this is, of all the other bad things that are happening around, this is a real break for the kids and the coaches.
It's a perfect night, and tonight's weather forecast is presented by The Locker Room, your place for screen printing and embroidery in historic downtown Jeffersonville. Visit them at 319 Spring Street or give them a call at 812-282-8600. We'll take our first break. We'll come back with your interview with Coach Thompson of the Salem Lions. That comes up next right here on Glycod.
The Locker Room is proud to be a supporter of high school sports on Glycod. Located at 319 Spring Street in historic Jeff, The Locker Room has been in business for over 40 years and was Southern Indiana's first screen printer. They specialize in wholesale screen printing, t-shirts, and have a full-time graphic artist on staff. Owned by David Oram, The Locker Room invites you to team up with the best. For more information, call 812-282-8600. That's 812-282-8600.
The Clark County Youth Coalition, Clark County's local coordinating council for a drug-free Indiana, presents What's Your Side Effect? Join the movement of thousands of young people working together to build a better world through living healthy, passionate, drug-free lifestyles. Our program includes tips that will help you live the good life and make chasing your dreams a lot easier. Get healthy, get inspired, get the facts at what'syoursideeffect.org.
Funding provided by the State of Indiana Division of Mental Health and Addiction.
Hey, who are you?
Oh, hey, Jeff, I'm a car thief.
What?
I'm here to steal your car because, well, that's my job.
What?
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 It happens.
And if you got cut rate car insurance, paying for this could feel like getting robbed twice.
So get Allstate. I'd be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
Call Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page today at 812-282-2970. Subject to terms, conditions, and coverage selected. This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Allstate agent Packy Page, with offices in Floyd Snobs and Jeffersonville. To find out how Allstate can put you in good hands, or for a free quote, call Packy at 812-202-7271.
This is Coach Blair Thompson from Salem Lions. And Coach, you've had a long career at Salem. You were an assistant coach here for 11 years. You played here in let's see, the 94-95 sectional championship team.
Right.
You played for a good friend of mine, Jim Ralston. We just got to finish talking about him. And now you're the head football coach. Big difference between being an assistant coach and the head coach?
Yeah, definitely, especially your first year being the COVID year for sure. I got the job in March, and it was probably 2 weeks before we got out of school. So it's a lot of obviously a lot of responsibility, but when you got good kids, good parents, it makes it a lot easier on you.
Well, there's so many challenges to being a head coach, and you put a pandemic, epidemic on top of all that. I really admire you guys being able to handle all that. Coach, biggest win in a long time was over Brownstown, and that was a great win for your program, but it was also a great win for the Mid-Southern Conference because it kind of threw the whole conference now into flux. Tell us a little bit about that game.
Yeah, we going into that game, we knew I actually did my student teaching under Coach May, so I was over there at Brownstown for a year as an assistant. So I have a good relationship with Coach, and we knew that we were getting better each week, like we talked about with the pandemic. We got to a slow start early, and we wanted to be there in the fourth quarter, and we had to lead at halftime. And last year we had to lead into the third quarter, and kind of had a meltdown in the fourth. And I told the kids, you have to win those games, you got to be in those games. And this year we hung on and had a huge stop at 2-point conversion to win the game 14-12.
Well, both teams have a good record and are right in the mix for the conference. Is this a must win for you tonight?
Yeah, I think so. It really kind of we want to get our team back to where we feel like we should be, where we were in the 90s under Coach Ralston, and in 2005, 2006 with Coach Motzinger, and we don't want to finish in the bottom half of the conference, and we want to finish in the top half of the conference, and we feel like we let a couple get away early in the season. So yeah, definitely this is one we want to have for sure.
Since this is the first time we're going to see Salem this year, tell us about some of your players.
Our quarterback Peyton Arthur, number 3, he really we go as he goes. Throws a tremendous ball. He's a competitor. We call him the gunslinger because he thinks he can make every throw. You know what I mean? So
kind
we
of
try
Brett Favre kind
of
player?
we try to make sure that we got to reel him in a little bit. But he's off. He's a third leading rusher. Obviously, he's our leading passer, and then Reese McCoskey, number 7, is our do-all. He leads us in interceptions, leads us in receptions, leads us in total yards. He's a senior, 4.2 kid, and he's just crazy intelligent and helps me on the field as he's a coach on the field. And then Porter Howie will get most of the carries for us tonight, the junior. And he had almost 200 yards last week against Clarksville, so we're going to lean on him as much as we can tonight for sure.
And that was a big win. And the Clarksville game was a big win for you because Clarksville's really improved their program. We had them against Providence the week before, so I know how good Clarksville has been playing. So that was a really big win for you.
Yeah, it was, and we were favored by 7 going into that game according to the John Harrell website, and after that big win at Brownstown or something that I took note of for the team, let them know. Tonight we're the underdogs, 24-23. So we've talked about that a little bit, but we were worried about a letdown coming off the Brownstown game, obviously, and that was our biggest thing as a coaching staff, was making sure that we were up. And Clarksville's got kids that can take it 90 yards every time they touch the ball, great athletes, and we kind of jumped on them early and didn't let up for the rest of the game.
Coach Thompson, good luck tonight. Thanks for your time.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks, man.
Let's be honest. You don't see Grandma nearly enough. Which means the dead car battery you've spent the morning dealing with has robbed her of precious grandkid time. It's unfortunate, sure, but it's not like she's going to write you out of her will or anything. Right? When you need to be there, you need an Interstate. The car battery auto techs prefer.
This second shift, This old pair of pants. This staycation. This brown bag lunch. At American Family Insurance, we understand what it takes to make your new kitchen, that new car, or your new house a reality. It's the same as it takes to protect it. To protect your new life, your future, your dreams.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
Nobody wants to be told that they have cancer. When you find out that you have cancer, you want to make sure and try to get it treated as quickly as possible. That's what Priority Radiology did for me. The time they saved me from fretting about it is something I can't repay. They got me my results within 3 hours. It's unheard of to get that kind of results that quick. I can't hardly tell you how important that was for my mental state. It really helped me get through that day.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience. Reputation. Solutions.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from Glycod.
Speaking with Coach Aaron Humphrey, the Corydon Panthers. Coach, beautiful. We were just talking. Beautiful night for a high school football game. I admire the coaches that have all the things that you have to do coaching a high school football team, and then you have to deal with the pandemic. How have you been able to deal with that?
Well, it's been extenuating circumstances, but obviously we love this great game of football, so we're going to do whatever it takes to be able to play. And these young men deserve every opportunity, and they kind of got their eyes opened week one when we lost our first game to COVID. So they, since then they haven't taken any opportunity to participate for granted, and we're going to do whatever it takes to get them out here every Friday night.
And the kids understand that they have to do whatever they can to make sure that doesn't happen to the Corydon Panthers. We have to sit out a game.
Exactly. We talk about being a great teammate, and that's a lot of things, but it's also wearing your mask all the time, being, social distance. Hey, if you feel a little sick, stay away, or whatever it may be, and go see the doctor and let's figure it out and stuff. So, and our guys have done a great job with that from top to bottom.
Well, let's talk a little bit about football now instead.
Right.
Coach, 3-1 right now in season. What have you learned about your team? Because you're kind of midpoint right now since the first game was canceled. What have you learned about your team now?
Well, I'm really impressed with how we've grown just through these 4 games and matured a lot. And it's, led by our 9 seniors we've got. And, they've given everything they've had to the program over the last 4 years. And so, they've set the bar, and the young kids are going to follow whenever they set the standard high. So we're excited where we are now, and we have that go-to-work attitude, and our kids have done that every Monday when it's time to come back to work.
So being your 4th year, do you have the program where you want it to be right now?
I like where we're at right now. Tonight's a big game for us. Just to try to take that next step in the conference. And so I'm excited for our guys, and I know they're excited for this opportunity tonight to, just get out there and see what they got. They're excited about it.
Well, the winner of this game kind of moves into the driver's seat in the conference right now.
With Silver Creek,
right.
Obviously they're undefeated, but that's what I've talked to our guys about. We control our destiny.
Right.
And that's all you can ever ask for. I think you know that, Coach.
Yep.
And so we're glad for that opportunity. And it's each week is its own season for the next 4 weeks.
Right. You're a strong running team this year. You're averaging 230 yards a game, so that's a strong running team. Chandler Money and Tyler Fessel seem to be the main cogs in that running. But you got to have some good offensive linemen to be moving the ball like that. Talk about them a little bit.
You're exactly right, Coach, and obviously you know that. Been there, done that.
Yeah.
And we're proud of the way those guys have continued to kind of mesh and get better every week. And Coach Turner with the offensive line has done a great job. And, we've got 2 seniors up front and then 3 underclassmen, and those seniors have set the bar, and our young guys have just followed and continue to get better each week.
Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck tonight. I'm really looking forward to this game. This ought to be a good battle.
All righty. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
The Clark County Youth Coalition, Clark County's local coordinating council for a drug-free Indiana, presents What's Your Side Effect? Join the movement of thousands of young people working together to build a better world through living healthy, passionate, drug-free lifestyles. Our program includes tips that will help you live the good life and make chasing your dreams a lot easier. Get healthy, get inspired, get the facts at what'syoursideeffect.org.
Funding provided by the State of Indiana Division of Mental Health and Addiction.
I'm a bunch of wind. And just like your stomach after that strip mall sushi, well, I'm a bit unpredictable. Let's redecorate. What's the matter, Tanya? I thought you loved being spontaneous. I do. And if you got the wrong home insurance coverage, I might break the bank too. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Call Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page today at 812-282-2970. Subject to terms, conditions, and coverage selected.
The second game of the season, I popped my shoulder out of socket, so I went to the doctor a few weeks later, and they referred me to priority radiology to get an arthrogram. It was about a day later that they told me the news that I tore my labrum. Since I got the results back so quick, I got to start doing physical therapy and everything quicker, which made my recovery process a lot quicker, and I'm thankful for priority radiology for getting the results back that fast.
Hi, this is Sheriff Jamie Knoll of the Clark County Sheriff's Office reminding you to please buckle up, wear your seatbelts, and refrain from texting while you're behind the wheel. Your safety is our priority. Enjoy the game.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from Glycod.
Good evening, Mike Beck, Jim Kazmarek, glad to be with you. Had a chance to hear from the head coaches. Now let's talk about some of those keys to the game tonight. We call this Kaz's Keys to the Game. Brought to you by Mack Construction in New Albany. Mack Construction provides safe, productive, quality workmanship in civil construction and excavation. Visit Mack Construction. We'll see, what do they have to do to get it done?
Well, they have to stop the Corydon running attack. Corydon is, and we'll talk about their keys here in a minute, but Corydon's running attack is outstanding. They have Chandler Money, who's averaging over 200 yards a game. He had 205 yards last week against Clarksville. So they have to control the Corydon running game. Mm-hmm. Make sure tackles. Don't let Money break those tackles. He's a big, bruising north-south runner that will break tackles. They've got to solidly wrap up on the tackle and then hope for their buddies to come in and help clean up the tackle. Control the clock again. You know, that's always a key for me, is control the clock. If you have a team that has one outstanding part of their game, and Corydon is outstanding when it comes to the running game. If you have that one team that has that one outstanding feature, you can design a defense then to stop that particular thing. It's hard when you have a team that does 2 or 3 things well. But if they do one thing well, Salem can control that. Salem also has, and I just want to go over this with you very quickly because we talked about the Salem team. Check this out. These are high school kids now. Jose Galvin, 6 foot tall, 309-pound senior. Mm-hmm. I hope I'm going to say his name properly. Trail Howard, 6'3", 275 pounds. DJ Gilbert, 6 foot, 330 pounds.
Oh, my.
Grayson Hunt, 5'11", he's a small guy, 260. And Jackson Walton is 6'1", 245. Now, thank goodness they're not coming to my house for dinner. But those are some stout young men, and you can see why, if Salem is a good football team, that's going to be one of the keys right there, are those 5 offensive linemen.
Absolutely. Let's talk about Corydon. What do they have to do tonight to get on the winning side?
I think it's very simple for Corydon. They're averaging 230 yards a game, and they need to get 230 yards or more rushing again. Just keep pounding that ball. Give Chandler, I'm going to call him Chandler, show me the money. Let him carry that ball and churn up those yards, control the clock. And again, we talked to Coach Humphrey about his offensive linemen. So I'll give you this. Now, this is really going to be a key battle when you look at this. Blake Lawson, 5'10", 260. He's a senior. Chase Straub, 6 foot, 225. Dakota Jones, 6'1", 235. Austin Ayers, 5'11", 245. And I'm Pollock, and I'm not going to catch his first name real quick. 6'1", 220. He is
Kobe.
Kobe Pollock is 6'1" and 220. Sorry, Kobe. Yeah. I wrote it, but I can't even read my own writing.
That's
sometimes.
Okay. Strong in the trenches, good way to say it. So
yes.
Those your starting your keys to the game tonight, brought to you by Coach Kaz and presented by Mack Construction in New Albany. Stand by, we'll take a break, and we'll be back with our starting lineups right after this on Glycod.
The Clark County Youth Coalition, Clark County's local coordinating council for a drug-free Indiana, presents What's Your Side Effect? Join the movement of thousands of young people working together to build a better world through living healthy, passionate, drug-free lifestyles. Our program includes tips that will help you live the good life and make chasing your dreams a lot easier. Get healthy, get inspired, get the facts at what'syoursideeffect.org.
Funding provided by the State of Indiana Division of Mental Health and Addiction.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
From your very first call, the warm personal care from Dr. Todd Carter and his friendly staff at Carter Family Dentistry will put you at ease. Dr. Carter can take care of you and your family's dental needs, from gentle cleaning to complex procedures. Visit drtoddcarter.com to learn why generations put their trust in Dr. Carter for their dental health. Or to schedule an appointment, call Annette or Joyce at 812-944-5155. Located at 809 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany.
Hey, who are you? Oh, hey, Jeff, I'm a car thief.
What?
I'm here to steal your car because, well, that's my job.
What?
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 It happens. And if you got cut rate car insurance, paying for this could feel like getting robbed twice.
So get Allstate. I'd be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
Call Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page today at 812-282-2970. Subject to terms, conditions, and coverage selected.
Dubuque County Fair is about to get its face melted! Yeah!
1 second. I guess their faces are safe.
Shut up, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff, shut up.
Shut up, Jeff. I don't need your help.
Just like what happened in Pittsburgh. Never mention Pittsburgh!
When you need to be there, you need an Interstate. The car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School.
This second shift. This old pair of pants. This staycation. This brown bag lunch. At American Family Insurance, we understand what it takes to make your new kitchen, that new car, or your new house a reality. It's the same as it takes to protect it. To protect your new life, your future, your dreams.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
The Clark County Youth Coalition, Clark County's local coordinating council for a drug-free Indiana, presents What's Your Side Effect? Join the movement of thousands of young people working together to build a better world through living healthy, passionate, drug-free lifestyles. Our program includes tips that will help you live the good life and make chasing your dreams a lot easier. Get healthy, get inspired, get the facts at what'syoursideeffect.org.
Funding provided by the State of Indiana Division of Mental Health and Addiction.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from Glycod.
And the strains of the national anthem fade away. Mike Beck, Jim Kazmarek here at Corydon Central High School as we get ready for Salem and Corydon tangling on the field. The cat fight, the Lions and the Panthers getting after it here. And, okay, there's somebody's, well, we'll check on that. Sorry, just a small technical issue. Yeah, I think.
Think we're good now?
Yeah, I think we're good. So sorry about that, folks. Let me give you the starting lineups for the Salem Lions there. And we'll start with their Lion offense led by quarterback Peyton Arthur. Porter Howie, talked about in the pregame, fullback. He'll get a lot of carries tonight. Danny Bowling, Peyton Farmer, the other two running backs. Reese McCloskey, the wideout. Grant Mahurin, Trail Howard, DJ Gilbert Hunt, Galvin, and Jackson Walton in the front lines. We talked about them. Big boys up front. On the defense, a few names familiar, a couple of new ones as well. Peyton Farmer, Carson Cook, Kynan Richardson, Danny Bowling, Caden Cologne, Porter Howie, Malachi Lee, Seth Call, Hayden Bauman, Mason Gilstrap, and Reese McCloskey. On the other side of the ball, when the Panthers have it, Tyler Fessel leads the charge as quarterback. He's joined in the backfield by Chandler Money, and then they run a 4 wideout set. Colton Kaiser, Nolan Adams, Drew Smith, and Jalen Fowler will all be targeted in the offense. Front 5, Pollock, Lawson, Jones, Ayers, and Straub. On the defensive side of the field, Dakota Jones, Blake Lawson, and Chase Straub, the front 3. They run of a 3-4 defense, 5 linebackers rather. Sorry about that. Anthony Martin, Drew Smith, Hunter Schmidt, Michael Basham, Houston Von Schmitto, Jalen Fowler, Jaden Singleton, and Nolan Adams. And that's your Panther defense. Those are brought to you tonight by Interstate Batteries. Get started with Interstate Batteries, locally owned at 1510 Production Road in Jeff, and a proud supporter of high school sports on Glycod. Interstate Batteries, they're outrageously dependable, and they bring you your starting lineups tonight. Stand by. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes with Kickoff right after this on Glycod.
The only name you need to know for all your auto repair needs is Voyner's Auto and Truck Repair. Sure, our name might be hard to say, but we can fix everything no one else wants to fix, big or right. One thing we have to sell is our time, and we won't waste yours. Voyner's Auto and Truck Repair. Family owned since 1981. Call us for all of your auto repair needs.
Let's redecorate. What's the matter, Tanya?
And folks, we're going to jump out of this commercial break because they are getting started right now. We don't want you to miss any of the action here on Glycad. Lions kickoff. Kick going to be taken by one of the upbacks at the 22-yard line across the 30, 35, looking for some room. Gets out close to the 33 before a host of Lions. Can we call them a pride?
A pride of Lions. We'll probably all night do that.
Oh, my goodness.
And that young man returning, that was Anthony Martin, who's the starting linebacker, but is also on the kickoff receiving team.
Martin did a nice job there. Got it out to the 30. Well, they put it down at the 37-yard line. That's where they'll take over. 1st and 10. We'll see what this Panther offense can do. Tyler Fessel, the quarterback. And Chandler Money lined up back there with him.
4 wide in kind of a pistol set. Oh, I think Salem just jumped offside.
Little bit of nerves here at the start of the ball game. Big game for both teams. Both teams really excited about the opportunities this game presents. You got to think that both teams have been down a little bit as of late. And so when you start to see teams on the winning side of the column, it's real important to keep that going, isn't it?
Right. That's all momentum, Mike. And you're right. Once you start winning and you feel that win.
Hand off to Money and nothing doing. Maybe a loss of a yard on the carry. Money a little anxious, had some happy feet in the backfield.
But I think that's one of their plans. The idea is you're already got momentum. As long as you're not moving forward, you can move your feet. As long as you're not moving forward. So it kind of helps you get some momentum.
I did not realize that. I always thought you had to be still, other than if you were in motion.
Yes. Well, he is in motion as long as he's not going forward. It's just an interesting thing. And I can tell you a story how it happened to us one time.
It'll be 2nd down and 6. Flushed out of the pocket, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. He threw it to the cheerleaders.
Yeah, a lot of pressure. Nice pressure by Peyton Farmer, defensive end for Salem.
So Fessel quickly had to get rid of it or take a sack. He decided to put it up and out of the reach of everyone. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6. And the no-huddle offense back there. Fessel looks to the sideline for the play. They got trips to the near side. And Money, the single setback. Pistol formation. We'll see what he does. Money moves over to his left. They're going to roll to the left. Right-handed quarterback, tough pass, made it. And a first down. Great catch that time by Jaden Singleton.
And really a nice pass by Tyler Fessel. Again, rolling to his left for a right-handed quarterback's a difficult throw, and you saw how he got his shoulder squared and threw a strike. And number 20 for Salem did a great job at this defensive end spot. That's Malachi Lee. Did a really good job of containing it. Actually had a hand in his face when he threw it.
Okay, the spot on where he went out of bounds did not look like I thought he had enough for first down on that catch, but the way they set it up, they're gonna bring it over. I think maybe perhaps measure. I thought he had the distance. It's hard to say.
It's hard to say simply because it was right on the sideline, and Corydon's players are kind of standing up along the sideline.
Yeah, we couldn't quite see it. So it's either 4th and short or it's a first down.
And I suspect Coach Humphrey will go for it.
It's a little bit of a gamble here early on. You're on your own side of the field, but they're about a foot short. I think they look like they're going to give it a shot here. That'd be a big emotional boost if they could convert right here.
Yeah, look for a silent count and draw the Salem Lions offside, just like the first play of the game.
Okay. They put the ball down right at the 47-yard line, which just inches short of the first down. So it's going to be 4th and inches. Let's see what they can get it down here.
They've got two backs in the back. They've gone to, I don't want to say a traditional set because it's still shotgun, but it's two backs in the backfield. See what they did?
They pulled them off.
Yep, the silent count and draw them offside. See? And that shows a great deal of good coaching that Corydon players didn't jump. They didn't move also. Salem jumped, anxious, jumped offside, but Corydon held their ground and didn't move.
Howie and Cologne, the offenders that time, the two middle linebackers, just getting a little anxious. 1st and 10, ball at the 48-yard line. Snap. Fessel going to keep it on the ground. Trying to get to the corner. He won't make it. Loss of a couple. And he'll go down at midfield. Loss of 2. 2nd and 12.
It looked like Hayden Bauman making the tackle coming up from his corner spot.
Good pursuit on the defense.
Yes. That's what we talked about last week. We talked about keeping leverage, keeping your outside arm free. Make sure that that runner doesn't get outside of you. Turn them inside. And your buddies will make the tackle for you.
2nd down and 12. Fessel in the shotgun. Man in motion. They're going to move to the left. Fessel going to keep it on the ground himself, trying to get to the corner. Not much there, though, as he's grabbed from behind and drugged down.
Malachi Lee again.
Reese McCloskey also out there. He's one of the all-purpose stars for these Lions, but Lee gets credit for the tackle. Gain of about 5. 3rd and 8 is where they set it. So give them 4 on that carry. Long, 3rd and long, though. You can't keep getting first downs on penalties. Sometimes you have to convert here.
Yeah, look for a sprint right.
Drops back, puts it in the air, throws it in the ground, incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. 4th and 8. And the punt team comes out for the Panthers. At least it appears they're going to punt.
Yes, but it looked like Tyler just kind of focused in on one receiver there. There were several, and I don't know what his reads are when he's back there, but it looked like he was pretty well focused on that tight end, or that slot back, excuse me.
Anthony Martin back deep to kick. To receive for the Lions, Reese McCloskey. 4th and 8.
McCloskey's one of the stud players for Salem.
Nice kick. Going to be taken at the 15-yard line. He beats the first defender. He's got to the side. Got a little bit of room to run, and he's going to get it almost out to midfield. Nice return by McCloskey.
And no flags.
No flags and a 40-yard punt return. Kick taken at the 15, brings it out to the 45. 47's where they put it down. So.
And Reese McCloskey is one of the stud players for Salem, and you see why.
Yeah, make that a 32-yard punt return. That's still a nice one.
Yes. He kind of outkicked his coverage.
1st and 10 Lions. check out this Lion offense, see what they got.
Trips right and more of a traditional shotgun.
And a handoff. Howie with a carry, and he hustles out for about 7-8 yards. Falling forward, they'll put it down at the 47-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 4. Nice run, 6 yards on the carry.
Yeah, you saw he got his shoulders moving upfield, too. Remember we said he's a north-south runner.
He's a load, too. Peyton Arthur, the quarterback. Coach in the pregame said he's a little bit of a gunslinger when it comes to throwing, so they got to control him with that. Handoff. This time, Danny Bowling gets the carry. Breaks a tackle, cuts back.
Breaks another tackle.
Finds a seam. Finally goes down after he gets inside the 30-yard line. Nice run by Danny Bowling.
Yeah, and that was all on Danny Bowling.
A little bit of a diminutive man. That means he's shorter than the rest of the guys.
I like that. Danny Bowling is listed here. He's actually a backup quarterback, 5'6", 158 pounds. He runs bigger than 158 pounds.
He sure does, but being 5'6" kind of can tuck in behind those big boys up front, and it's a little bit hard to see him.
And they do have some big boys up front.
Arthur in the pistol, 2 men beside him. Handoff. Howie gets it. Howie straight ahead. And he'll pick up about 4, maybe 5.
And the initial impression right now, Mike, is that the Salem offensive linemen are controlling the Corydon defensive linemen. Their size seems to be really working for them right now.
Definitely moving the ball forward. When that snap goes, that white line moves forward every time. Second down and 5. Lions come up to the ball. Arthur moving people around. McCloskey comes out to the right side. Snap and a handoff. Howie going to go straight ahead again. And he's got the first down and more. He needed 5. He got about 8.
And the Salem offensive linemen are sharp coming off the ball, Mike. I mean, they're a unit. They're 5 big steamrollers coming off that ball at the same time.
And I know you're not a guy that really pays a lot of attention to the offensive line. So you would, if you notice it, it must be. I'm teasing.
I can't tell you how many years I coached offensive line.
More than one. Arthur waits for the snaps. Got it. This time, Bowling with the carry. Not as successful this trip. Picked up a couple. That's going to be about it. Good stop by Corydon Central this time. In the red zone are the Lions down to the 15-yard line. Second down and 8. Well, they're moving the ball well.
Yes.
How does Corydon stop that? Is there something you can tell them to do?
Well, if you start slanting your linemen so that they don't have to take on those big mooses one-on-one. So you either play on a shoulder or you start slanting them and moving them. We'll see what Salem does.
Arthur hands off to Howie. Howie goes to the left, outruns a tackle and runs into the end zone. And that looked almost too easy.
Well, and their answer was to blitz. They brought their middle linebacker, Anthony Martin, in, number 11.
Yep.
And he actually had his hand on Howie. He had his hand on him and just didn't bring him down.
Just had the wrong angle, kind of a glancing blow, and didn't work. Freshman kicker for the Lions, Johnny Talley, will line up for the extra point. Hold by Caleb Tucker. And a little movement. A lot of jitters tonight.
Well, Caden Colin is on the extra point team, and he came in a little late. And he was probably getting instructions on what's going to happen on defense the next time.
Well, they moved the ball forward half the distance because of the penalty. They say it was on Corydon Central.
Called on Corydon, so they're going to go for 2. Salem is.
Put it ball down on the 1-yard line, and Salem will take advantage of the penalty and try to turn it into a couple of points. I imagine as a coach you probably have a pre-designed play for this, right?
Yes, you do. Yes, you have maybe 2 or 3 of these 2-point conversion plays. A pass, a run, an outside run, an
Bowling.
option.
Yeah, well, that's just bowling ball straight ahead.
And look at where the 5 white linemen for Salem ended up. Did you see that?
All in the end zone.
All of them were in the end zone, and they weren't just in the end zone. They were 5 yards deep in the end zone.
And just like that, it's Salem 8 and Corydon Central nothing. And that bowling ball split the center of the aisle there.
Boy, I tell you, those when you look at the size of those kids, 6 foot 330, 6 foot 309, 5'11", 260, 6'1", 245, 6 foot 330.
That's a load.
That you have some big boys in there.
All right, both teams have had the ball once now. Corydon Central didn't have as much luck moving the ball. Salem seemingly no problem. But you know what? High school football is such that things change.
Yeah, you know that guy Mo?
Mo?
You know Mo?
I've met Mo.
Mo changes jerseys quite frequently in high school football.
That's for sure.
Right now Mo is wearing a white jersey.
And Mo was running downhill, looked like.
And if something bad happens to Salem, Mo will switch his jersey to gold there in a minute.
Well, here come the Lions as they kick off. They open the game with a kickoff. Tally to kick. Short step, kick, taken at about the 13-yard line. Martin with the return. Fights across the 30.
Another good return.
And he'll be out around the 33, 34-yard line.
Yeah, he's a good-looking prospect. He's only a sophomore, 6'1", 215. Reminds me a little bit of the kid from Silver Creek, and I can't think of his name right now.
Oh, yes.
The good-looking running back that plays linebacker or something for Silver Creek.
Yeah, right.
Kind of very similar. Well, both sophomores, actually.
Ball out to the 34-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Panthers. Need to get one of those passes, those high percentage completion passes in for Fessel to get
motion,
get a
trips.
completion.
Fessel's going to run.
Quarterback sprint to the left, and he's thrown down. Malachi Lee gets a hold of him and wrestles him.
Yeah, he did wrestle him. Malachi Lee is playing outside linebacker and getting a lot of work right now. Doing a good job, too.
Yeah, he's covering ground and getting outside, staying outside. That's good. Picked up a yard, 2nd down and 9. Drew Smith split out to the near side. And Fessel does a little pitch there. Money with the carry, and he's going to be short of the 1st down, but a nice carry this time out across the 40 to the 43. And it'll be 3rd down and about 1.
And if you were looking at that, it looked like it was a forward pass, more than a lateral or a pitch. So, I mean, I'm sure that was intention was to sprint and find the open receiver.
3rd and 1. Big play here for Corydon Central. If they can pick up a 1st down, it'll be the first down on a play and not on a penalty, if I'm not mistaken. Fessel goes to his right. Good coverage by the defense, though. He doesn't have much room, and they keep stringing it out.
Not sure he made it, Mike.
See what they mark it.
That's just taking Fessel on a sweep and getting as many blockers out in front of him as they can, and it's 4th down.
They're going to be a little bit short, about half a yard.
And I think they destroyed the down marker. It doesn't look good.
No. 4th and inches, and another big 4th down play. Do you think Salem jumps this time?
Well, I think that would be another good call by the coach to see if they can draw him offside.
Long count, hard count. Fessel in the shotgun. They're just going to go straight ahead. He'll get the 1st down. Not a big gain, but they got enough. Picked up a couple. Across the 45, the 46-yard line. 1st and 10, Corydon Central.
See, and this is where Salem's defensive linemen are not the great big kids that they have on offensive line. They've got some, I would say, normal-sized kids playing on defensive line. And this is where Corydon's offensive line should dominate.
1st and 10. Fessel puts a man in motion. They're going to roll it to the left.
Oh, he's got him wide open.
Oh, my goodness. Pitch and catch. Reception. And all the way down to the 20-yard line. Fantastic play. 34-yard pass. Drew Smith, the receiver. He was so wide open. It's one of those passes that you start, don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it.
Well, he made a very, very good catch, too. But what happened, they've been running that quarterback sweep, and the corner came up to make the play instead of staying back on the receiver. And you could see that develop, that was going to be wide open.
1st and 10, ball right at the 20-yard line. Fessel with a pitch. Money looking for some room. Guts to the edge. And I think he'll be brought down by Porter Howie, but not before he picks up the first down. It's going to be 1st and goal, Corydon Central. And just like that, their offense wakes up. It's amazing what one pitch and catch can do, isn't it?
Well, remember what we talked about Mo.
1st and goal, ball just inside the 9-yard line. Fessel going to keep it himself. Can't get to the edge.
And there's our man Malachi Lee again.
Lee stops him, no gain. It'll be 2nd and goal. I'm really impressed so far with the Salem defense, Jim. I like the way their pursuit is.
Yes.
Other than that one pass play where they kind of broke down, they've done a good job tonight so far.
Yeah, they got to be disciplined. Stay with your receiver. Even though you see this play developing, you need to stay with that receiver. Fessel's got a good range. He throws the ball well, and he throws it on the run very well.
Yeah. 2nd and goal, ball on the 8. 3 minutes to go. First quarter. Martin into motion. Fessel rolls that way and throws it incomplete. Lucky he didn't get a grounding call, but he did have receivers nearby.
Yeah, a lot of pressure there by Reese McCluskey.
Safety coming up to safety stunt there.
Yep.
3rd and goal from the 8.
You know, Salem is in man coverage now. They're on the 8-yard line, so it's a good time to be in man coverage. And McCluskey his man may be the quarterback.
A little less of the field to cover when you're in man down here, but the danger is if you lose your man for a second, it can be TD.
Yep.
Play clock down to 9, still trying to get the play in, and they may have to burn a timeout if they can't turn around and get it going here. 4-3-2, call timeout.
Time, they did.
And they barely got it called. Coach not happy because the communication was a little bit lax there. We'll take a break, be back right after this. You're watching Glycod's coverage of Kentuckiana high school football.
Hi, this is Sheriff Jamie Knoll of the Clark County Sheriff's Office reminding you to please buckle up, wear your seatbelts, and refrain from texting while you're behind the wheel. Your safety is our priority. Enjoy the game.
This portion of tonight's game on Glycod is brought to you by W.M. Kelly in New Albany. Find out about a rewarding career by emailing info@wmkelly.com.
And welcome back, Mike Beck, Jim Kazmarek here. Corydon Central High School, perfect night. It's been a while since I've been up to Corydon Central, but what a great facility. In this press box, Jim?
As good as any we've been in, at any big school. We've been in St. X's press box, and it's not any better than what we have right here. I'd say this is, as far as I could see, this is as good as any 6A or 5A program we've been in. This is a phenomenal facility. Their grass field is beautiful.
Yeah.
The town supports them. I mean, I'm sure they've sold every ticket that they could for this game. Salem has a good crowd that came to the game.
Travels
also.
well. Yeah. I mean, this is exactly what you like. Friday night football and two schools that are having some success in the conference, not too far from each other.
Representing their towns.
Yeah. Big 3rd and goal here from the 8-yard line.
Yeah, look for Fessel to roll right and see if they can shake a receiver free. They're going to bring a man in motion, probably this left slot back, bring him in motion and sprint left, sprint right. Oh, they're going to go the opposite direction. Oh, they tried to draw him offside again.
Motion was just a decoy, trying to pick up a few yards on the penalty. Now he goes in motion again. They roll the other way.
Interesting.
Throws it into the end zone.
Oh, what a nice pass.
Touchdown. Corydon Central. Did you see who caught that? I'm trying to catch the number from here.
It's hard to say from way back
I think
here.
It's Jaden Fowler. I think it was number 7.
And 29 it looked like. 28?
I think it was 7.
Was it 7?
Yeah, the one split out there. Jaden Fowler.
And they're going for 2 now. And we can talk about that touchdown play. Oh, no, they're going to try to do a little bit of gobble wobble here is what we would call this. You got to watch. They're going to hand the ball out to
2-point conversion.
The swinging gate. Zip. Oh, he caught it
on the tip.
It was tipped. Salem had it covered, and he tipped it up in the air, which you're never supposed to do. And and he tipped it right to him.
Who was that? Was that Money?
Yeah, it was Money that caught it, right.
Wow.
So,
that is
all right, a little trickeration on the part of the Corydon Panthers. Good for Coach Humphrey. 8-8. What a good game to start with. But on that touchdown play, Mike, it's a simple route. The receiver just goes like 5 yards into the end zone, plants his foot, and then comes back to the front of the end zone and make sure you stay in the end zone, and the ball is thrown kind of on a timing thing.
Yeah.
And he catches it, he's 1 yard in the end zone, and no matter what happens after that, as long as he holds on to the ball, it's a touchdown. So you go 5 yards deep in the end zone, plant your foot, come back, catch the ball. And the quarterback just throws it to a spot.
Yeah. Well, it worked, and we have a tie ball game here with 2:53 to go in the first quarter. Corydon Central, Salem, both have some things to be proud of right now so far. Had a good one last week. Looks like we might have a good one this week.
Sure makes our job easier, doesn't it, Mike?
It sure does. And Corydon Central will kick off.
Ethan Lisher,
I believe.
Lisher.
Mm-hmm. Senior, 5'10", 180 pounds. They seem bigger than when I played.
What's that, kickers?
No, just the size.
The players?
Yeah.
They're bigger than when I was coaching. Albany always had a tradition of having big kids playing.
Yeah.
But they were offside.
Yeah, there's the flag.
Yeah. I think I'd decline the penalty and take the ball there.
Take the result. That was clearly offsides. And that no matter what the outcome here is, Salem's going to be in a good spot when they take over to start 1st and 10. And they're going to take the ball from the return. They're going to wave off the flag, I guess, and they'll wave off the flag.
They did.
So that means Salem has the ball at the 44-yard line. That's pretty good starting position.
Yeah, I guess there were 2 flags on that play. There was one on the offside on the kickoff, and then there was one over where the ball was recovered. Don't know what the second one was.
1st and 10. Peyton Arthur running the offense. Hand off to Danny Bowling. Bowling goes to his left. This time nowhere to go as the Corydon defense says, not this time. Drew Smith and others in on the stop. Picked up maybe 2, so it'll be 2nd and 8.
Mm-hmm.
Good defensive coverage that time by Corydon Central.
Very good defense coverage. Now we need to watch what Corydon's done on defense to see if we can pick up what adjustments they've made.
2nd and 8. Arthur setting up his offense.
Still 3 down linemen. Let's see if they're slanting and moving.
Bowling gets it again.
Yeah, really good play by the left defensive end. They call them defensive ends.
Yeah.
Made a phenomenal. He came off. He had leverage on his offensive tackle. Came off the block and slid inside and made a nice tackle.
Dakota Jones down inside, along with Blake Lawson, helped get that stop. And then I believe Chase Straub, the other front man.
I believe that was Dakota Jones.
Good football name.
That is a good football name.
He could also be a chef in a Western. A sheriff, sorry.
Sheriff.
Not a chef, a sheriff.
Or it could be a chef.
He could be a chef, too. A chef in a Western. 3rd and 7. Arthur going to drop back. Looks at putting it in the air. Now he's going to keep it on the ground, and he ain't not going to get it.
Nope.
Maybe back to the original line of scrimmage or a yard.
Bowling wide open. If and that happens a lot in high school when the quarterback starts scrambling, he doesn't keep his eyes upfield. He's looking for people that are going to tackle him rather than looking upfield for your receivers. Bowling was wide open down the middle of the field.
2 men deep for the Panthers.
Oh, good snap.
Bowling, the punter. This one, a lot of air. fair catch called for, taken. Fowler on the catch, and the ball will be Corydon Central's at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, good field position, and Salem kind of messed up there. They had some good field position and didn't take advantage of it.
No. Well, credit the Corydon Central front three.
Yes, and Dakota Jones made a really nice play on Howie and set that up for him, because there was a nice hole there.
44 seconds to go in the first quarter. May get a play or two, depending on what happens here. Still waiting. Play clock down to 12. Money moves up to block. It'll bring up 3rd down and 10. Things to see what will work later on. Quick outside pitch. Not much there, but good defensive play. And who was that? That was
28.
Kynan Richardson on the stop. The defender came up quickly. I think the receiver was 28, Jaden Singleton.
Was it out?
But man, did you see how quickly the defender came up?
Yes, he did. Reacted very well.
Loss of a yard on the play. It'll be 4th and 11, and the punt team comes out. Martin to kick.
No,
this time he angles it.
That's not as good as he kicked it the first time.
Not nearly as good, and it bounds out of bounds at the 44.
Yeah, it's about 11-yard punt, 12-yard punt. Now, here we go. Now Salem has the field position again.
A lot of times these special teams can hurt you pretty bad, with especially in the punting game lately. It's kind of been a problem across the board. You get these 10, 12-yard punts.
Right. You know what I've noticed now, this is especially true in the college game, is you see these, what I call the running punters, or the Australian rules football punters.
Yeah.
Where they get the ball on the snap, they take off running, and then kick it on the run. And they don't get the beautiful spiral that you're used to seeing. There's a good play.
Oh, beautiful. McCloskey goes up. Nice pitch and catch.
Yep. Little dive fake to Howie, and a beautiful pass.
Arthur.
Yep.
Arthur to McCloskey. Man, that fake freezes the linebackers and opens that up as he's cutting across behind him.
Yep. The receiver just cuts behind the linebacker who stepped up to honor the and he's got to honor that, because that's their stud running back.
Yep. Cannot let Howie go through there unchecked. Picked up about 11 or 12, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. 1st and 10 with Salem when we come back. 12 minutes in the books. Tie ball game at 8. We'll take a break. Be back with more right after this on Glycod.
Dubuque County Fair is about to get its face melted! Yeah! 1 second.
I guess their faces are safe.
Shut up, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff, shut up.
Shut up, Jeff. I don't need your help.
Just like what happened in Pittsburgh.
Never mention Pittsburgh!
When you need to be there, you need an Interstate, the car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
The Clark County Youth Coalition, Clark County's local coordinating council for a drug-free Indiana, presents What's Your Side Effect? Join the movement of thousands of young people working together to build a better world through living healthy, passionate, drug-free lifestyles. Our program includes tips that will help you live the good life and make chasing your dreams a lot easier. Get healthy, get inspired, get the facts at what'syoursideeffect.org.
Funding provided by the State of Indiana Division of Mental Health and Addiction.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from Glycod.
Howie going to get 7 or 8 on that. And again, that strong Salem offensive line just is moving the Corydon defensive players. The Corydon defensive linemen need to stay a little lower, and they need to disengage from their blocks a little bit quicker.
Picked up 7 on the carry. It'll be 2nd down and 3. Two-back attack. Bowling and Howie have been very effective. Bowling gets his turn, bounces to the right, And breaks tackles all the way to the end zone.
Broke 2 tackles. Yeah, that was and the neat part about that is you see how he kind of hesitated? He got right up into the line and kind of hesitated and waited for the block to occur and then accelerated through the hole.
Yeah, and once he hit his 4th gear, he was gone.
Yep.
Bowling takes it in from about 13 yards out.
Well, that time Salem took advantage of some real good field position.
Tully in for the extra point. Snap is high, but kicker gets his foot into it, and it's through the upright quickly here early in the second quarter. They'll be kicking off, and let's find out what Corydon Central then can do after that.
Johnny Talley is going to kick off for the Lions. So what if a Pride of Lions? What's a whole bunch of Panthers called?
Trouble.
Could be.
It's called. I hope that you've paid up on your your attorney. Corydon Central going to have to answer here after that pretty quick touchdown by Salem. But again, when you've got a very short field, it ain't so hard. Tully to kick off. Before he's finally brought down, maybe the 36. Is that a claw?
It is a claw of Panthers. A Pride of Lions and a claw of Panthers.
I've never heard that before.
I haven't either.
I learned something tonight.
We are nothing if we're not educational.
Well, that's what we are. 15-8 here in the second quarter. Salem has the lead. Corydon Central has the ball following the Salem touchdown. Let's see if they can answer. Fessel and Mr. Money in the backfield. Fessel keeps it himself, races to the left side, trying to get to the corner. Salem not willing to let him get much more than a couple at most. It'll be second and about 8.
And it looks like Salem's defense is geared to slant towards the wide side of the field, or if they're seeing a formation that tips them off, they would slant to that. But it looked like on that last play they were slanting to the wide side of the field. We'll see what they do here, coming back to their defensive left. Trips right for Corydon.
Fessel trying to get his offense set. Now he moves Money over to his left. He's going to drop back, put it in the air. Has the receiver, but not much there. Pass to Fowler.
Now that's a strong arm quarterback to throw that ball, but that's a lot of throwing for 1 yard gain.
3rd and 7. Fowler made the catch, but Hayden Ballman was right there to make the stop.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I guess you're hoping that the first guy misses that tackle and then you can break it upfield, but Salem not letting that happen. Trips to the near side. Now receiver and just overthrows the receiver. Colton Kaiser was open, but led him too much.
He was open. Now they've gotten away. That's interesting. They've gotten away from their sprint out attack, which was very successful on their touchdown drive. They've gotten away from it. They're going more to a drop back attack.
Anthony Martin in to kick the punt. Reese McCloskey deep for the Lions, and 3 and out for Corydon Central.
Yeah. And
that's not a good offensive series.
No, it's not. And Chandler Money is he hasn't carried the ball in the last 2 series. I don't think he's carried the ball.
He's been very quiet here. Martin, left-footed kicker, end over end, going to be taken by McCloskey. No, he drops it. Now he's just going to be in trouble. Oh, boy, was he hit hard.
Yeah, that'll. Sometimes discretion. Yeah, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes when you're returning a punt.
Just fall on it, son.
Yeah.
Chase Strube laid him out. Reese McCloskey, he took a big hit.
Yes, he did.
Bounced right up, though.
Yep.
First and 10 ball at the 37-yard line, and Reese and Chase are going to have to exchange phone numbers after this. First and 10, handoff to Bowling, and this time good defense.
Right around the ankles, yep. Again, that's a good example of defensive lineman coming off his block.
Blake Lawson in for penetration and no gain. Second and, I'm going to say second and 10.
Mm-hmm.
They gave him about half a yard, but that's generous. Good defensive stop that time. Second and a lot. Arthur trying to get the defense to jump, didn't get it.
Didn't quite. Salem player moved, but didn't jump. I mean, Corydon player moved, but he didn't get offside.
This time Howie with the carry. Not much doing. Picked up 3, maybe 4. But it's going to bring up third and long, 3rd and 6. Good stop that time by the front 3.
Yeah, we'll look for Salem to do a little 3-step drop pass and a little curl. All they need is a 6-yard pass. So.
15-8, Salem with the lead here. Arthur going to sprint out to his left, runs the option. Here's the pitch to Bowling. Good defensive coverage. He keeps fighting, and I think his extra effort was enough.
He really put forth some extra effort there, didn't he? Because he was stopped at least 3 yards short of that.
He sure was, and that was all Mr. Bowling. If he gets it out to a first down.
I think they need to bring the chains out.
That's pretty darn close.
That's pretty close, and I can't believe they're not bringing the chains out. Come on.
They got to move them back.
Bring the chains out. Bring the chains out. There you go. No, it took them a long time to decide to do that.
Well, you know, what's time among friends?
Yeah.
Seemed like that was a pretty simple call, but they'll run out, check it out. I have a feeling this is going to be a first down. They spot it down.
Oh, no, maybe, yes, no. Yeah, inches short. First down.
First down. By a nose. It's like a Kentucky Derby winner.
That was all second effort by Bowling on that play. Because Corydon had him off.
First and 10, got to wait for the chains to get reset. Offense is already up to the line, ready to go. Both players are doing well. Howie really the one that kind of was most heralded back coming into the game, but Bowling's really played a nice series as well. Howie this time. Not much there. Defense says no, no, no. Hunter Schmidt and others on the stop.
I like the way Salem is using that slot back. If you look at, they're using that slot back and they put him in motion. They use him as kind of a trap blocker. All the linemen in that case were blocking to the right, and the motion slot back was the one who cleaned up the left side of the Corydon defensive line. It's an interesting concept.
Picked up 3. It'll be second down and 7 right at midfield. Single setback this time is Howie. Man in motion, and they're going to pitch it to him. McCloskey looking for space, and great defensive work by Drew Smith. He comes up and gets his both legs. You ain't going anywhere.
That was
loss of a yard, 3rd and 8.
It's supposed to be an option play, pitch to the wide receiver, actually.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was just an option or a designed pitch, but either way, it looked like it. Yeah.
Either way, I think I'd put that back in my file and use it at another time.
Save that for a rainy day or another day.
Or practice a little bit.
Yeah. 3rd and 8. Can Corydon Central get off the field? The defense, that is. Get a stop here. Almost got it last time, except for Bowling's extra effort. Pitch and catch. McCloskey's got the catch, and now he's got the first down. And he goes out of bounds. Man,
he's shifty. I can see where Coach was high on him when we spoke before the game. He said, "You watch McCloskey. He's our main man," and he looked good. Good pitch and catch by the quarterback in him, and he made some nice little moves. And it's just a little stop pattern. He'll go down 6 or 7 yards, stop, turn, the ball's right there.
And good footwork after the fact gets Chandler money. The defender kind of whiffs. Thought he was in one spot. McCloskey was already gone. 1st and 10. Nice conversion by Salem as they set up a first down at the 31-yard line. Arthur brings up his two-back set, trusty left and right. Howie and Bowling stay in the block. He's going to put it in the air. Threw it to the other side. Grant Mahurin, the target, and over his head.
Peyton looks, again, that was one of those where he just kind of zeroed in on one receiver and had a second receiver. The one going down the middle was
wide open.
Actually in the clear, right?
Yeah.
And actually the intended receiver was very well covered.
Well, that's something you find that high school quarterbacks really only have about one read. You know, that's they will look to the guy they're supposed to throw to, and if he's not open, well, I'll throw it to him anyway.
Yeah.
Arthur hands off. Bowling with the carry, and good stop up front. Blake Lawson says, nope, coming through, gotcha. Picked up a couple. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8.
That was Malachi Lee in there at running back that time.
Was that Lee?
Yeah, it sure was.
I'll be darned. You never know what you'll get.
Let's see, Porter Howie, and what do we have, 3rd and 9? Nice time for a little sprint pass or a little screen pass here. Sprint one-way, stop, throw back to the receiver over here, the running back.
Howie, the single tailback, everybody else out. Howie gets the handle. Straight forward. And inside the 30.
And this is 4-down territory for Coach, and that's why he ran the ball, because he knew he was going to get 5 or 6 yards. So now he's got a manageable 4th and 4.
And they'll put it down at the 26-yard line. 4th and 4. Don't really risk much here by going for it.
No.
Punt's not going to get you much yardage. Field goal's a little out of range. Nothing doing here. Man in motion is Bowling. He sets up on the other side, and a timeout taken by Salem.
Smart play by the Salem coach, because he got what he thought he was going to get on Corydon's defense. He did not get that.
All right, we'll take a break. Be back right after this on Glycott.
How do you measure success? In points? In wins? Or trophies? At Shelter Insurance, we measure success in the quality of our products and services, in how we support our communities, in being there when you need us most. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from Glycod.
Welcome back to a good one. Mike Beck, Jim Kazmarek here at Corydon Central High School, where the Salem Lions take a timeout with a 4th and 4 situation. They've got the lead, 15-8. They'd like to add to it, but they've got to convert here, or Corydon Central will get the ball back with about 4.5 to go in the half. You run here?
Well, I would do a run-pass option. If he has that, I'd have a run-pass option for Arthur.
Arthur, Bowling and Howie back in. They'll stay in the block. Arthur going to look to his.
Oh,
it opens wide up.
Yep.
And he's going to go into the end zone because they whiffed on the tackle.
Yep.
Arthur was moving at full speed. It looked like the defense was moving at half speed there.
Well, and that was a very headsy play by Arthur, because all of his receivers were covered, and it was just going to be one of those little stop patterns again.
Yeah.
Corydon had it well covered, and their offensive lineman just kind of peeled everybody back and left him a gigantic hole right up the middle.
He had shades of Moses there for a second.
He did. The whole Corydon defense parted for him.
Tally in for the extra point. A little bit of a pooch that time. And it's true. And now Salem leads 22-8, 14-point lead. Corydon Central going to need to figure this out, because Salem will get the ball, I believe, to open the second half.
They will, I believe. You're right.
They want to get this, try to find an answer here. Trail by a couple of touchdowns, that's a gap that you can make up. You start getting beyond that, and that becomes trouble.
Yeah, and the reason it becomes trouble is Salem is so proficient on running the ball that they can just kind of run the clock out. So remember, one of the keys to the game was we said, Corydon needs to be able to control the clock and let Show Me the Money run. He's averaging 200 yards a game.
Yeah.
Salem's kept him pretty well bottled up.
Yeah, I'm not even sure he's to 50 yards yet tonight.
No.
Tally in for the kickoff. Looking through a pillar here, I can't quite see the deep backs for Corydon Central on this return. Kick's going to bounce right down the middle. 25, 30, 35. Out to the 39-yard line.
Return. And
Malachi Lee.
I'm really getting to like this Bowling, not only as a running back, but as a defensive player and as a kick coverer.
I saw that.
Yeah, he's an aggressive little guy. He plays big. He really does. He plays much bigger than he is.
Jaden Singleton on that return brings the ball all the way out to the 39-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Corydon Central. And Bowling, boy, he's sometimes those guys that are a little bit shorter in stature play with a little bit bigger chip.
Yeah, and he's playing outside linebacker.
And he's doing a good job. 1st and 10. 2 backs. Fessel fakes the handoff. There's the pitch.
Ooh, nice tackle.
Reese McCloskey.
What a nice tackle. That is you could take a film and show that to high school kids and say, this is how you tackle.
McCloskey and Bowling combined, but McCloskey does most of the work that time. Gain of about 6 or 5, let's say 2nd and 5. Was that Anthony Martin on the carry? I think it was.
I don't know, but I will say this, that was a well-designed play.
Good play. 2nd and 5. This time Money breaks a tackle.
There you go. Now you got
Now it's a sprint, and McCloskey will pull him down. But Chandler Money finds some open ground in front of him and exploits it all the way to the 25-yard line.
And that is what Corydon needed. They needed that play right there to get themselves going again. And Salem's called timeout now to regroup.
Want to break up that mo while they can. We'll take a break as well. Stand by. We'll be back right after this on Glycod.
Oh.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from Glycod.
Welcome back here. Mike Beck, Jim Kazmarek. The score 22-8. 3:55 to go in the second quarter. Salem leading Corydon Central, and we'll be announcing our players of the game after the game. Colby Martin of Shelter Insurance sponsors that, but don't forget you can also cast your vote for Glycod's Player of the Week, presented by Shelter Insurance agent Colby Martin. Beginning tomorrow morning through noon on Wednesday, you can vote for the area's top performer at Glycod. I honestly don't know. It's been...
Can Steve help
I'm sure
us out?
Mr. Bird can let us know here. 1st and 10. There's a pitch. Money trying to get to the edge. He'll get a couple. 5.
Oh, nice cutback.
But a flag flies.
Got a couple flags there, yeah.
And that probably is going to come back. Nice work by Chandler Money.
Yeah, holding, blocking the back, actually.
And that will bring it back. Relatively error-free ball game as far as penalties tonight.
I think that's, besides the offside penalty, the 2 offside penalties, that's been it. It's been a very clean played game. And good for the referees, too.
Ball out to the 31-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 15.
That play was well covered by Salem, and Money just made things happen. Nice cutback.
Fessel, pair of backs.
They found a little something here with the option. This one's not going to go.
No, Martin tries to cut it back up, and he's got nowhere to go. Trying to break free and just nowhere to go. Good coverage by Salem on the defense.
Yeah, and Salem, when you're playing the option, everybody has a designated man that they're supposed to cover. One has the quarterback, one has the pitch man, somebody has the dive back. And Salem did a really good job there. Bowling and Kellen Humphrey, the cornerback over here on our side, did a really good job of picking up that option. Bowling took the quarterback, and Kellen took the running back.
2nd and 18. Ball to 33.
Gotta be
Fessel
careful.
downfield. And did McCloskey get it? No. Short hop. Got close. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 18. Ball on the 33-yard line. While we're at it, we'll do a quick look at our scoreboard. A scoreboard update brought to you by the Clark County Youth Coalition. Been Clark County's eyes and ears for more than 35 years for the state, working to reduce substance use and abuse. You can visit them at clarkcountylcc.org. I'll give you those scores right after this.
Fessel's got time. He's got a receiver. Oh, it was nice break up.
Jalen Fowler had it, but Reese McCloskey.
Because of McCloskey's hit.
It was a solid hit. And they'll wait, and it's going to be 4th down. They're going to go for it here, 4th and 18.
Mm-hmm. Still got a lot of time in the second quarter, Mike. There's 2:45 left. So, call timeout.
Timeout taken by Corydon Central. While they process this, let's update folks on a couple of things. One, we're not going to be opening including the Providence and Holy Cross game, which will be played tomorrow at noon. And so when is the balloting going to be open there?
Sunday. It's a Sunday night. And actually, I think there's a game. I think Western High School plays maybe PRP on Sunday at Sunday afternoon.
Wow. So a lot of changes due to some of the things happening in Louisville, and we don't need to go through all that. So I'm sure you're aware.
I have some scores. I don't know if we've given these or not.
Well, let's go ahead and get those while we can. Check our scoreboard.
Silver Creek 12, Clarksville 0.
All right.
Columbus East 14, Floyd Central 0. Scottsburg 3, Charlestown 0.
Okay.
And of course, Providence and Holy Cross play tomorrow, and Jeff and New Albany are both off tonight.
Jeffersonville had, not sure how their schedule got open tonight. New Albany was where we were supposed to be at, or at least where we're supposed to be in Bloomington North watching the Dogs. But because of the COVID outbreak up in Bloomington, that game was canceled. So the New Albany is off tonight. What would you do with an off night like that, Coach? Would you take your team?
Take them go. Well,
you can't really get tickets to go anywhere.
I wouldn't take them to the game. I would take them to the movies or have a picnic party, show the Rudy film.
Show Rudy.
The Titans.
Remember the Titans, yeah.
I mean, those would all be great movies to show the kids. Some kind of team activity that has to do with football, but not necessarily football practice. But it'd be good to have a team activity. If the movie theaters are open, it'd be kind of cool to take them to the movie theater.
All right, let's get back to the action here. 22-8. Lions lead the Panthers.
I'd look for the same pass that they just almost completed because it was open.
4th and 18.
Let's see what he does. Oh, he's going for it all.
Going for it everything.
Yeah. Oh.
Fowler overthrown, but incomplete pass.
And you know that both the referees, the back judge and the line judge here, did a good job by not calling a penalty on that play. That was good coverage. Both players are kind of fighting for their position on the field. And I thought the referees did an outstanding job of not calling a penalty there.
A little bit of contact, just a slight shove, if you will, but not enough that was going to impact the outcome of the play. Plus, the ball was overthrown.
Right.
He wasn't going to get there.
Now, Salem's got 242 to work on. If Corydon, this is a big series for Corydon to hold them.
1st and 10, ball at the 33-yard line. And Howie with the carry. Good defense that time by Corydon Central. They plug up the hole quick.
Yeah, good defensive line play, and I'm going to catch it's the nose tackle, Corydon's nose tackle. Really did a good job. He plugged that up very well. That was Blake Lawson. Did a really nice job of plugging that hole up. Probably won't get credit for the tackle, but he gets credit in my mind for making the defensive play.
Chase Strube on the stop with help from Michael Basham. Picked up about 3, 2nd and 7. Ball out to the 36-yard line. Quick pass out to the right side. And a first down. I believe that was Bowling. Was it?
Nope, Bowling's over here.
Oh.
Bowling's over here. That was... I couldn't tell. I'm sorry, I can't tell. McCloskey? No.
Was it Reese McCloskey, 7? I think it was.
Yeah.
The 2 and the 7 at a distance through a window with a screen on it.
Yeah.
Sometimes
that looks alike.
Yeah, and they have lights on in the press box, which makes it a little harder for us to see through the glass.
You're looking at my shadow in the window.
I'm seeing Jim as a giant. Arthur drops straight back.
Oh, he's got all day.
And he's got double coverage out there. Well, at least he's got confidence.
Well, you know, it keeps the defense honest. Sometimes you just got to air it out just to keep the defense honest. 2 receiver route, and both receivers were well covered. The Corydon's free safety broke to the football and did a good job. Good defensive play, and like I say, sometimes you just got to air it out, and that young man has got an arm.
He sure does. Grant Mahurin, the target for the Lions. But good coverage from Corydon Central brings up 2nd and 10.
And I can see why Coach called Arthur a gunslinger, because he believed that guy should have caught that ball.
2 in the backfield, straight ahead, and good hit, but they can't stop him. Couldn't finish it. I think it was Martin on the initial stop. Jersey's getting a little muddy out there.
Yeah, I think it was Anthony Martin. Yeah, I believe it was Anthony Martin, number 11, who's playing linebacker. He's that sophomore.
Was that Bowling?
That was Bowling on the ball on the carry. He broke the tackle initially, and then got stopped quickly.
All the way back to the line of scrimmage. Good effort there to keep that from being a loss. 3rd and 10.
Time's running out. They let a lot of time run down here.
A little casual here.
Yeah.
Man in motion is Bowling. He'll get the pitch. He's going to his left. Good pursuit. He'll get out of bounds and stop the clock and pick up a yard or 2, but that's going to be about it. 4th down, and they'll say it's 4th and 8 with the ball out at the 48-yard line, and the punt team comes on.
Well, Corydon's going to get another shot at it. It's 39 seconds left. They got timeouts left. They got plenty of time to make something happen, and Fessel's good enough quarterback to get a ball down there.
I won't call that a mistake, but a more heady play would have been if you're going to go down in bounds.
In bounds, right. And if nothing else, you would have forced Corydon to call timeout.
Low snap. Kick is away. Taken. Fowler has it. He's dancing. Yeah.
Oh.
They were teeing him up is what
yes,
they were doing.
32. Parker Stevens on the punt team came in and really, they were holding him up, and he cleaned him up.
Yeah, they had him straight up, and he was teed up and laid out there.
So it's basically to see how Corydon plays this with 31 seconds left, and Fessel's got a good strong arm, and they got some good receivers.
A couple quick outs down the sideline.
Yeah.
You could pick up some chunks of yards. It's not impossible.
And you got your timeouts. You can still go to the middle. You've got all your timeouts left.
About 30 seconds to go here in the half. Fessel.
And Salem's in their man coverage, which is interesting.
Fessel throws to his right, has a receiver, makes a catch, breaks a tackle.
Another tackle, 10 yards. And he fumbled. No, they're going to call it dead.
They'll say he was down.
Yep.
Was that Martin on the catch? Couldn't quite see for sure. They say it was
7. It looked like Jalen Fowler.
Okay. First down. Fessel throws. Drew Smith had a hand on it, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, good coverage though. Hayden Bauman, good coverage.
2nd down and 10.
Got 14 seconds left.
They got to go About 58 yards here. Depends on what they do and how they do it. They have 1 or 2 plays left.
Yeah, get one down the middle, call timeout, and then throw your Hail Mary. Get one right down the middle. There he is.
Fessel puts it up.
Yep, there he is. See?
There's the catch, and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Stops the clock with about 9 seconds
That
to
was
go.
Fowler. So, if they use their timeouts judiciously, they can get 2 plays in, Mike.
1st and 10. McCloskey on the stop that time, but not before the big gain. Corydon Central trying to get into the end zone with 9 seconds. Crazier things have happened, and this is high school football.
Right. Well, you got 2 plays.
Fessel drops back, throws it up short.
Now,
now there's
there's a block.
Can he get to the out of bounds?
No.
He gets out of bounds with 1 second.
1 second left.
Fowler on the catch and a great run. McCloskey saves the touchdown, but it's 1st and goal for Corydon Central.
Good clock work.
If he turned up, tried to fight for the end zone, it would have run out the clock.
Yeah.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line, and a timeout taken by Salem.
So let's see well, I don't know why Salem would call timeout. I would hate to call timeout for my opponents, but Corydon had plenty of timeouts left. So to see if they try to draw them offside, get a little closer.
You could
do
try.
The silent count, draw them offside. Should be a run-pass option. Let Fessel run-pass option.
Defense is probably just a little jumpy after that series of plays.
Yeah.
You might get them down to the 2.5-yard line. Either way, you've done what you needed to do. You got a shot. It's makeable. It's doable.
Yeah.
5 yards out. It's one play, though.
Yeah.
It's one
well,
play.
We said if you use your time properly, you'll have a chance. They got the ball back with 40 seconds left and took the ball right down the field. Now a couple pass plays and out of bounds. And unfortunately for Salem, bowling, running out of bounds probably hurt them a little bit. But, he should have just taken the knee, fall down. It's hard to do when you're running the ball. You always think you can break it.
You always want that extra yard, think you can do something. It's hard to be strategic when you're carrying a ball and you got guys about to hit you.
So looks like we're going to roll right.
And everybody comes out and looks back.
Well, the coaches now have seen how Salem is aligned, so now they're going to call their play accordingly.
This is it. They're going to go to the left. Fessel's going to try to get there himself. He dives forward, and he makes it. Tyler Fessel hits the corner pylon with a football, and that's all you have to do.
That's right. He did a great job of stretching that ball out and touching that pylon.
And will they go for 1? Or are they going to kick it and just get or they go for 2? We'll see what they do here. Looks like they're lining up for 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, they are.
They're going to go for 2. Fessel rolls to his right, throws it in the end zone, and it's picked off. So 2-point convert. Late flag came in.
It was unsportsmanlike on the sideline. Unfortunately, that's not a good way to end the half, but that'll be tacked on the opening kickoff.
On the kickoff,
The second half kickoff.
Well, that's going to be it for the first half. Salem leads Corydon Central 22-14. We'll take a break and be back right after this on Glycod.
Let's be honest. You don't see Grandma nearly enough. Which means the dead car battery you've spent the morning dealing with has robbed her of precious grandkid time. It's unfortunate, sure, but it's not like she's going to write you out of her will or anything. Right? When you need to be there, you need an Interstate. The car battery auto techs prefer.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
From your very first call, the warm personal care from Dr. Todd Carter and his friendly staff at Carter Family Dentistry will put you at ease. Dr. Carter can take care of you and your family's dental needs, from gentle cleaning to complex procedures. Visit drtoddcarter.com to learn why generations put their trust in Dr. Carter for their dental health. Or to schedule an appointment, call Annette or Joyce at 812-944-5155, located at 809 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany.
The Clark County Youth Coalition, Clark County's local coordinating council for a drug-free Indiana, presents What's Your Side Effect? Join the movement of thousands of young people working together to build a better world through living healthy, passionate, drug-free lifestyles. Our program includes tips that will help you live the good life and make chasing your dreams a lot easier. Get healthy, get inspired, get the facts at what'syoursideeffect.org.
Funding provided by the State of Indiana Division of Mental Health and Addiction.
You're born with the brain power to make smart choices and the opposable thumbs to click on them. You shop carefully for a lot of things, but what about your bank? Better borrowing rates? Yes, please. Lower fees? Duh. More money for you, less for the bank. Access to a cooperative network of convenient locations and a place where they go the extra mile for you. It's your money. Start right here. Centra Credit Union. Centra.org.
Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Centra Credit Union, centered around you. Find out about online banking and other services by visiting Centra.org.
It is halftime. Mike Beck here. And normally I have Jim Kazmarek next to me, but Jim's gone. I don't know where he went. But actually I've got John Atkins here. He's the athletic director at Corydon Central High School. And John, thank you for taking a moment and speaking with us here at the break. First of all, thank you for being so accommodating and welcoming to us as we got with you early in the week, and you opened your doors and said, come on in, and perfect night for football.
Yeah, we've been really lucky this fall. Probably the best fall weather we've had for football in a long time. But we appreciate you guys being here. With the attendance cap that everybody's battling right now, the more people out there live streaming games, the better. Try to get. We got so few people that we can let in. We know there are family members at home, and I'm sure they're enjoying this tonight.
And it was senior night. Those ceremonies took place before the game, which was kind of awkward because you have all the folks that come in for that. Then you have to clear them out, and only the people with passes could come back in for the game. So that's a little frustrating for a lot of folks. I know.
Yeah, that's frustrating. But we wanted to make sure that every family member that could be here for that got to see their senior athlete or band member or cheerleader.
Yeah.
Walk and do that, and it's kind of an interesting process of then clearing everybody out and then letting everybody with the ticket vouchers back in. But our fans have been great. Visiting fans have been great all season. It's kind of one of those things right now where everybody's just doing what they got to do to keep playing.
Yeah, well, tell us a little bit about Corydon Central's athletic programs. Always consistently a tough game when teams come here. This is a great place to play basketball, football, other sports as well. What's going on in the athletic world for Corydon Central?
Well, right now, I kind of say our banner program right now is our cross-country team. We are led by a senior on our boys team named Camden Marshall, and Camden's an interesting case. He did not run cross-country until last year, his junior year, after having a really great sophomore track season, and just a worker, just a flat-out worker, and right now he's one of the top 10, 15 runners in the state.
Fantastic.
Ran up at the state preview meet in Terre Haute and finished third up there behind some great kids. He's hearing from a lot of colleges right now, IU, Purdue, Illinois, some top D2 programs. Ole Miss has been on the phone this week. Backing him up is just a solid team. And then our girls team, led by a senior in Emily Armstrong, but we've got 3 or 4 freshmen that are just really, really good. And that's a team that we feel very confident is going to get to semi-state with an outside chance to get to the state meet, which for those young ones and for Emily as an outgoing senior is an exciting opportunity for them to strive for.
You know, I love when I ask you about sports at Corydon Central, you don't go to the marquee programs, or at least the ones people would think. I love it that you opened up with cross country, because a lot of kids don't realize that can be a ticket to a scholarship, to a 4-year career or a 4-year opportunity at a college. And all I have to do is run.
Yeah, that's right. Just if you enjoy running, I don't. But there's a lot of opportunities out there, and those are the programs that don't always get the highlights that football and basketball and volleyball get. But those kids work every bit as hard as any of our other student athletes, and they deserve that.
Anybody else you'd want to spotlight here? It's a great chance to share.
Well, since we're here, I will talk about our football team. This is kind of, this is my 4th year here at Corydon Central as athletic director. This is Coach Humphrey's 4th year, and this was kind of the year we had circled, as this is our first year since we've been here to just have really good senior leadership. We've obviously got some young talent in the quarterback, Tyler Fessel and Anthony Martin in the backfield, and Jalen Fowler at wide receiver. So it's a good mix, and the best part about this team is they are all good kids. They want to win. They come work hard every day for the coaching staff. We don't have problems with them in the classroom or outside of practice. And, they're kind of all bought in right now. And we're playing against an outstanding team right now in Salem and holding our own and going to give ourselves a chance to be there at the end, hopefully. But it's just a great team. They're fun to watch, and I wish I had them for another 3 or 4 years.
Wish it worked out that way.
Yeah.
Well, John, thank you for taking a few minutes to talk to us here at our halftime, and we're going to try to spotlight a Corydon win if we can. But you know what? Salem's playing pretty good tonight too, so it's a good night for football.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you, John. We'll take a break. Be back with Coach Kaz and more right after this on.
How do you measure success? In points? In wins? Or trophies? At Shelter Insurance, we measure success in the quality of our products and services, in how we support our communities, in being there when you need us most. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
The only name you need to know for all your auto repair needs is Voinier's Auto and Truck Repair. Sure, our name might be hard to say, but we can fix everything no one else wants to fix. Big or small, we can do it all. Foreign or domestic, if it needs repair, Voinier's can handle the job. The only thing high-tech about us is what we do, and we're upfront with you and we'll do the job right. One thing we have to sell is our time, and we won't waste yours. Voinier's Auto and Truck Repair. Family-owned since 1981. Call us for all of your auto repair needs.
The Clark County Youth Coalition, Clark County's local coordinating council for a drug-free Indiana, presents What's Your Side Effect? Join the movement of thousands of young people working together to build a better world through living healthy, passionate, drug-free lifestyles. Our program includes tips that will help you live the good life and make chasing your dreams a lot easier. Get healthy, get inspired, get the facts at what'syoursideeffect.org.
Funding provided by the State of Indiana Division of Mental Health and Addiction.
Dubuque County Fair is about to get its face melted! Yeah!
1 second. I guess their faces are safe.
Shut up, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff, shut up.
Shut up, Jeff. I don't need your help.
Just like what happened in Pittsburgh. Never mention Pittsburgh!
When you need to be there, you need an Interstate, the car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from Glycod.
Welcome back. Mike Beck, Jim Kazmarek here. It's halftime, and let's talk about what we've seen so far. It was nice to have John Atkins from Corydon Central stop by and chat with us for a few minutes. And didn't mean to bump you there, but
no, that's quite all right. I needed a break.
Yeah, so you get up, move around. But the band is playing. It's first. I think, is this the first marching band we've seen?
It is.
It feels a little more normal tonight.
It is. I'll
take it.
You're right.
And just want to remind you folks that you can cast your vote for the Player of the Week presented by Shelter Insurance agent Colby Martin beginning Sunday morning. You can vote for the area's top performer at glycod.com, and all the winners will be announced via social media on Wednesday afternoon. So wait check out all the games, and we've got a full lineup of games tomorrow. Some games even played on Sunday, and so that's what's going on there. Let's get a scoring update on some of these other games while we're at it here.
Okay, and here's a stunner right now. Scottsburg 10, Charlestown 0, and that's in the end of with 9:50 left in the second quarter. And Columbus East 21, Floyd Central 0.
That one...
I guess that's a stunner, too. I just really thought Floyd might be the one team this year that could
dethrone Columbus East. Was it 92 wins in a row in Hoosier Hills Conference?
Yep. I told you, I think the last team that beat Columbus East in the Hoosier Hills Conference was New Albany High School back when John Berger and I came out of retirement to help Kevin Roth coach. And I think I know we won the game because we were 10-2 or whatever it was that year. And Bob Gaddis had just taken the job. That was his first year there.
So it was who was president that year? Was it
George W.
George W. Bush? Yeah. Oh my goodness, we're going back a few.
Yeah.
Oh well, we'll take a break and we'll come back with more halftime coverage right after this on Glycott.
Hey, who are you? Oh, hey Jeff, I'm a car thief. What? I'm here to steal your car because, well, that's my job.
What?
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 What? It happens.
And if you got cut rate car insurance, paying for this could feel like getting robbed twice.
So get Allstate. And be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
Call Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page today at 812-282-2970. Subject to terms, conditions, and coverage selected.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience. Reputation. Solutions.
I was at practice one day, kind of made a cut through the lane, and I noticed that I landed on my knee a little weird. I saw my trainer here at school, and they highly recommended that I go to Priority Radiology. Any athlete, when you do go down with an injury, the first thing you think about is just how long that you're going to be out. Going to Priority Radiology, where I could get my results back quickly, made a big difference because I wasn't left waiting for weeks before I could even start a treatment. I was able to get what I needed right away.
This brown bag lunch. At American Family Insurance, we understand what it takes to make your new kitchen, that new car, or your new house a reality. It's the same as it takes to protect it. To protect your new life, your future, your dreams.
Care from Dr. Todd Carter and his friendly staff at Carter Family Dentistry will put you at ease. Dr. Carter can take care of you and your family's dentist and Dr. Carter for their dental health. Or to schedule an appointment, call Annette or Joyce at 812-944-5155. Located at 809 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany.
Hi, this is Sheriff Jamie Knoll of the Our Priority. Enjoy the game.
Casmeric, it's halftime. Teams are back out in the field, starting to do.
The local radio station was very, very kind and helpful. A lot of that was there were two big drives they had.
Mm-hmm.
They've been averaging 230 yards a game, and they had 65 yards rushing.
Wow!
In the first half. So their quarterback Fessel's done a really nice job of finding some open receivers and throwing the ball. I don't know if that's Corydon's strength. But talking the keys of the game, Mike, you find out what a team is really good at, and you try to take that away from them. You know, I used to call it make them play left-handed. So it looks like Salem's taken away some of the rushing that Corydon has been very successful in the past, and Corydon's good enough now with Fessel at quarterback and a couple good receivers that they're able to put the ball in the air.
Let's talk about some adjustments here. Since they're trailing here at half and they're going to have to kick it away, Salem gets the ball to start the second half. Let's start with Corydon because they're down by 8 here. What do they do to get back in this game? Not that they're really out of it, but to get the win. They've got a little more work to do.
Well, they got us in the first half, so a little stouter on defense, and I'm looking at them either going into a 4-man front or a 5-man front or start slanting their linemen a little bit to take away the advantage that those big giant guys from Salem have. So that's what I would look for. And they're going to test to see if they can
But this is not a lock for sure. What do they do?
Keep doing what they have been doing in the first half. Run the ball, control the clock. That last 40 seconds of the first half, not the best clock management.
Yeah. I wouldn't call it a mistake, but it just could have been done better.
Right. And so I just continue doing what they're doing. Run the ball, control the line of scrimmage, let those big mooses just overpower the Corydon defensive linemen. 5 big moose that they have in the in their offensive line just control that line of scrimmage. So we'll see. We'll see what they're going to do, what the game plan is. See how good of an armchair quarterback coach I can be.
And moms and dads out there, when we say moose, we mean that in the Bullwinkle lovingly way.
Yes, that's right, Mr. Winkle. I love that. Yeah.
Button up a sleeve.
Okay, that's about all I'll do for cartoon voices.
There you go.
And time for kickoff here. Get the second half underway. Corydon Central lines up. And here we go.
Oh, a little
pooch kick taken by an up man. Oh, and he was clobbered.
He should have. Let me tell you, 51, Ty Sweeney did a fantastic job of catching that ball. He's a lineman.
Yeah.
And he, he's an 11th grader. He's 5'7", 175-pound lineman. He's on the kickoff receiving team, but he did a good job of catching the ball and holding on to it.
And Jaden Singleton lit him up,
yes.
as they say.
Yes.
Put a hit on him, and hey, even linemen get some glory from time to time.
That's right.
Caught the ball, and he didn't fumble, so good for him.
Good for him.
1st and 10, ball at the 48-yard line. Salem starts the second half with the ball. Arthur hands off straight ahead. Howie. And a good run off the left side. Picks up about 5 or 6. We'll see where they put him down. Down to the 46-yard line. It'll be second down and 4.
So Salem's coming out in the second half with the same mindset that they started the game. Our 5 big offensive linemen are going to control the line of scrimmage. And we're going to give Howie and Bowling the ball, and we're going to run the ball.
2nd and 4. Arthur brings the team up. His 2 backs, man, they've been playing well tonight. Bowling and Howie, both of them playing well. Bowling really, really nice tonight.
Mm-hmm.
2nd and 4, and Bowling gets the carry.
Yep.
He didn't get much. Well, he's slippery. He's like an eel. You get a hand on him.
Yeah, he was stopped at the line of scrimmage and ended up getting about 2 yards.
They put it back down to the line of scrimmage, but he was stopped 2 yards deep and got back to the line of scrimmage.
So Salem's gone back to that 2-back shotgun set with the quarterback in between, and they opened the game up with that 1-back shotgun set.
3rd and 4. Howie and Bowling the backs. Arthur the quarterback. Wouldn't be surprised for a sprint out to the left. You never know. Nope. Go Howie straight ahead. Quick hitting play, but not enough for a first down. He'll get down to the 45, maybe the 44.
4th and 3. What do you think? Go for it or punt? I go for it.
I think they go for it.
Yep.
They're going to, after they get done setting it, it's going to be about 4th and 2. So that's very makeable.
So this shows a lot of confidence in his offensive linemen that we've got 4th and 2, and we are going to just pound it in there. Howie and Bowling just pound it in.
Big 4th down play for Corydon Central. Can they get the stop? 4th and 2. Straight ahead is Howie, you think?
Yep.
Straight ahead is Howie. He goes around, turns, kind of backs into it. I think he's got enough.
I do, and again, Salem's coach shows a lot of confidence by just letting his linemen just push them upfield.
1st and 10, ball down to the 41-yard line. Nice run that time by Howie. He knew what he needed. That's all he did was go up, get enough, then turn his back and start pushing with the legs.
Yeah. I would be willing to bet you Coach Thompson from Salem was an offensive lineman at one time because he's a big old guy.
Big man.
Yes.
1st and 10. Salem keeps the drive alive. Arthur waits for the snap. Fakes the handoff. Got his receiver. And in and out of the hands of Mahurin. Grant Mahurin been targeted 3 times tonight. No completions, but that one was really close.
It was close and just a little high. And he didn't have Arthur didn't have a lot of pressure on him. Could have waited another moment to wait for Mahurin to clear. But it was good coverage by Corydon.
If I'm not mistaken, they've thrown to Mahurin more than they've thrown to McCloskey.
McCloskey is
McCoskey
is a really good player. And here's
roll out to the left. Picked. Interception. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Oh man, that was a high hit around the face.
That was a quarterback that made that hit, by the way.
Jalen Fowler, interception, and takes it all the way back across midfield to the 49-yard line before he had his nose removed by
that was a very ill-advised pass because he's rolling left, and he had to throw it back across the field. And boy, you just don't want to ever do that. That's just asking for an interception.
Arthur's interception sets up 1st and 10 with a short field, 49 yards till glory. And Fessel going to keep it, and he really just was indecisive there.
Very indecisive. And that was Caden Cologne.
And a huge loss on the play. Drops him back to the 44-yard line of Corydon Central. Loss. Oh, no, they move it back to the 46. So a loss of 5. It'll be 2nd and 15. I'll say he lost 7, but referee said, no, let's scoot it up a couple.
Yeah.
I think Fessel didn't know what to do, and his indecision got him that time.
Yes, it did. You're right. And he wanted to pitch the ball, but Bowling had the pitch man covered.
Yeah, there was nowhere to go.
Uh-oh.
High snap, pulls it down. Going to put it in the air. And a completion. Jalen Fowler. What a catch.
And that was off his back foot, and he was under pressure and had a hand right in his face when he threw it. Nice play by Fessel.
Sophomore to sophomore. Fessel, big pass. Picks up the 1st down. Ball inside the 40 to the 36-yard line. 1st and 10. Corydon Central with a spark. Trying to drive down and see if they can tie this game up. They trail by 8. Fessel going to go back, put it in the air again. Low pass, but caught. Drew Smith on the reception. He's down at about the 32-yard line.
That's a good gain, 5 yards.
Yep. Going to be 2nd down and about 6. They give him 4 on that. 32-yard line. Fessel making some good decisions here.
He is making some very good decisions.
And a couple of really nice passes. Throws it again behind the receiver this time. And that went incomplete.
Yeah, that was what you call a knockdown because the quarterback, as soon as he got rid of the ball, was hit.
Colton Kaiser, the intended target, but behind him couldn't really reel it in.
And Salem is going to bring some heat. It looks like their defensive plan now is to bring some heat and bring some linebacker stunts.
Yeah, the danger of that is you got man-man coverage.
Yeah, that's right.
3rd and 6.
So you better get to them. If you're going to stunt, you really better get to them. Here they come again.
Money stays in to block. They come after him, blind side, and it's hit by an up man, tipped. Fessel got hit from behind.
Yeah, Peyton Farmer came from his defensive end spot, outside linebacker, defensive end.
And got him in the numbers.
Yep.
Just as he was throwing, that ball went forward. 4th and 6.
4th and 6. Well, let's see now. Can we draw him offside again and then get a 4th and 1 out of this?
Well, you can try. Fessel sets up, Money right behind him in the pistol. As a receiver across the middle, it's caught. Singleton with a reception and a 1st down and a late flag. what that flag was for.
Probably face mask.
Looks like
face mask on the tackle.
And that may hurt.
Yeah, Salem linebackers didn't get to their drop depth. They held and froze for a moment on a play fake, and didn't get to their drop depth. And the wide receiver just cut right behind the linebackers. Vessel did a nice job of throwing that ball in there. Impressed with him, very impressed.
For a sophomore, he's doing quite the job
yes,
tonight.
Yes, he is.
1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Vessel going to keep it himself, straight ahead, close to the 5 before he stopped. Nice drive by Corydon Central.
Yes, very nice.
Can they finish it? Salem a little bit on their heels on this drive, and a lot of it because Vessel has been making some great passes.
Yeah, and they've got him into long yardage situations twice, and Corydon's converted on 2 times when they were in long yardage situations.
2nd and goal from the 5. 2 men in the backfield. Hand off to Martin. He's hit and just nowhere to go.
Nope.
Trying to strip the ball at that point. He never goes down, but forward progress stopped. He got back after the handoff to the 6-yard line, so loss of 1. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 6. So Salem really selling out on the run that time. Trips to the far side. Money in the backfield, but you have to feel like Vessel's going to roll to his left.
Well, remember the touchdown pass they threw. Well, he is going to roll left. And
tries to thread the needle, and that's going to be incomplete.
He didn't get his shoulders turned. It sounds like a broken record, but that's really what you have to do when you have a running quarterback, a sprint-out quarterback. You've got to constantly work with them to get their shoulders turned upfield.
Jaden Fowler takes himself out of the game, came up with a little gimp on his right ankle. He'll be replaced by Drew Smith. 4th and goal from the 6. Salem gets a stop here. It'd be a huge boost for them.
Look for that single receiver over here on the right-hand side.
Play clock down to 15.
It's Seth called Devin Rivers. I can't. Drew Smith over here on the right side. Look for that little stop pass we saw them run in the 2nd quarter. Nope.
They sprint to the left again. That's such a tough pass for a quarterback, especially for a sophomore. A jump pass and out of the hands, out of the end zone, incomplete. I'll give Vessel A for effort, but couldn't convert.
Well, they had single coverage back here on this side. And I was really expecting them to go back to that stop pass that they ran in the 2nd quarter for a touchdown.
It's almost if you could send all the motion that direction and then just stop and throw back.
You know, one of the best plays, and I used to always call it the sure touchdown play, was to get the quarterback to sprint, stop, pivot, and throw back across the field. It's always open because the defense is running with the quarterback.
Turnover.
Let's see what Salem got to do now. Get out of the 5-yard line here.
Turnover on downs. 1st and 10. High snap. Arthur hands it off. Bowling has it.
Yep.
He'll pick up a few. Let's see where they.
1 or 2.
He got a couple, and that's about it. 2nd down and 8. Corydon Central defense going to have to dial up another stop here.
Mm-hmm.
They've played better this 2nd half, what we've seen so far.
They have.
5 minutes and a dime to go here.
See what else they can do.
3rd quarter.
Cover 3.
2nd down and 8. Arthur, 2 backs. Hands off to the first man through is Howie. He'll get to 11, maybe 12-yard line. It'll be 3rd down.
And Corydon is really tightened up on that inside on their defensive line. Those 3 defensive linemen for Corydon are doing a fine job. Straub and Jones and Lawson doing just really kind of closing things down there.
About 3rd and 4, ball on the 12-yard line. That's Straub, by the way, how they pronounce it. Yep, I heard that. Arthur drops back as a receiver. But good coverage out there on the far side. Reception, I believe, was by
Smedley. The tackle by Drew
Smedley.
Smedley. Okay.
Gain of 2 on the play. We'll bring up 4th down.
Good defensive play. Sorry, with the lights on in the booth.
Yeah, it's hard.
There's a lot of shadows. It's a little awkward to see, but we're doing our best. And it brings up the punting situation, so kudos to the Corydon Central defense. Almost got the punt.
Woo. And a good punt, too.
45, 40,
and
35. And Fowler gets it down to the 31-yard line. And talk about a short field. Corydon Central will load it up, try it again.
Yeah, tackled by Blake McLaughlin on the punt coverage, but Fowler did a good job of feeling the ball and gaining 15 yards.
They say it was down at the 32-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from that spot. Not bad. Corydon Central's defense comes alive.
Yeah, well, Corydon right now has got Salem on their heels.
In every way but on the scoreboard, they trail by 8. Anthony Martin takes the handoff. He'll get across the 30 down to the 28-yard line. Picked up about 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Tackled by Richardson.
See if Chandler Money, they got to get him back in this game.
He's been real quiet.
Yes, he has.
Pitch to Money.
Pitch to Money, but
not much there.
Salem is
they're keying on it.
Well covered. That's an option play, and he's got it well covered.
Loss of a couple, maybe 3, so we'll see where they spot it. It's going to be 3rd and long, and Salem's defense gets a stop there back to the 31-yard line. 3rd and 9.
Good news for Corydon is they are in 4-down zone. They're going to go for it. If they don't make this.
Well, if they got a play, they can pick up 5, maybe 6 yards here. They're in a good spot. With a quarterback that can throw, every 4th down is almost a makeable down at this point.
Exactly.
Fessel drops back. Both backs stay in to block. Throws it down the middle. And incomplete, well overthrown.
He had Colton Kaiser open on a little curl pattern.
Didn't see him.
He was going for the money.
That's a temptation. Every quarterback knows that feeling.
I can throw it that far, and I can get a touchdown on every play. Just let me in, Coach.
My philosophy was hit the open man.
Yeah, right.
4th and 9.
4th and 9. And there's Kaiser. There he is.
He's got time. Has a receiver open.
Intercepted.
And that's a touchback.
Pass is intercepted by
McCoskey.
Yeah, Kaiser was open much earlier, and he got behind the linebackers and in front of the safety, and he was open.
Fessel was not able to get it to him in time. And when you throw it up like that, it becomes more of a jump ball than anything else. Turnover on the interception, and the touchback brings the ball out to the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. Salem dodges another bullet. They maintain the lead at 8, 22-14.
And they haven't shown anything on offense right now in this second half.
They've done their same thing. Corydon's
tightened up their defense. They're pinching their tackles in. The nose man is being very stout in there and not getting driven back.
Pistol. Howie with a carry. And nothing there. Maybe a yard. And that would be forward progress. That'd be generous.
Yeah, Corydon really is just so conscious of shutting down the inside game that Salem's got to have something to go outside.
Picked up maybe half a yard. It'll be 2nd and a long 9. Haven't really gone outside to McCoskey with a pass. I keep waiting for them to try that, but haven't seen it yet. Guess what? They're going to go to McCoskey on the pass. Good defense, knocked it away. Jaden Singleton comes up with a nice defensive stop, incomplete.
Yeah, well, you got the corner and the safety. The safety doesn't have anybody to worry about because there's only a 2-man pattern. So as soon as the ball's in the air, the safety breaks to the football, so he ends up being double covered.
Seems like if you had a play where you were throwing 3 down, 2 on the edges and 1 up the middle, the safety's going to have to make a judgment call.
Right. Well, you run a man up the middle to freeze the free safety, so he can't help the corners.
Yeah, but haven't seen that yet. 3rd and 9.5.
Yeah, let's see if they have a 10-yard pass.
Arthur,
that's all they need.
Arthur going to drop back again. Shorter routes this time. And overthrows the intended target.
Another 3 and out for Salem. Corydon's defense tightens up again.
Incomplete. Trayvon Smedley, the target, and just can't get it to him.
And you can't keep giving Corydon the field position that they're giving him the last 3 series.
Corydon's gotten close a couple of times and come up short. They're going to get another shot here with excellent field position, barring some sort of disaster.
And they almost got that last punt blocked.
1 player short, and they're going to have to hustle.
Yeah,
3 seconds.
Not going to get. Oh, they did.
Snaps
get it off.
low.
That's a good punt, though. Real good punt.
Great punt and a great bounce.
Yeah,
and
Chandler Money misplayed it.
Did Money touch it at all?
I don't think Money touched that. I don't think he did.
I don't know what he's doing.
I don't either, but I don't think he touched it.
Yeah, it's a Corydon Central ball, but not the field position they were thinking. Great punt this time. Pushes it way back.
You know, we go back to talking about hidden yardage during the game, Mike.
That was huge.
That's 20 yards of hidden yardage right there where he let the ball hit the ground.
Chandler Money, and he keeps chasing a bouncing football.
That can take a lot of funny bounces.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
You talk about risky things. You might as well try to hug a porcupine. 1st and 10. Handoff straight ahead. Money gets the carry, not much there. Maybe a yard, 2nd down and 9.
Well, both defenses now have taken away the best thing the other team does. Both defenses have taken away the rushing game from both offenses.
Which team's got the better passing game is what it's come down to.
Yep.
Or who makes the first mistake. Money finds a seam and finagles out across the 35 to the 37-yard line.
Picked up about 4. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 4, sorry.
Yeah, about 3rd and 4. Makeable 3rd down, but I'm not sure. Now they didn't get the flag. Tried to draw him off sides, but he didn't commit.
Nope.
They're going to have to run a play.
Yeah.
Play clock down to 8. There's the snap. Handoff. Money trying to go ahead.
Yeah, gained about 1. It's going to be 4th and.
Interesting call there.
Well, yeah, I agree.
4th and a long 1.
Nobody is gaining anything.
And it's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. We're not going to get a playoff here. Clock will come down to 0. The end of 3. Salem 22, Corydon Central 14. We'll take a break. Be back with the 4th quarter right after this on Glycod.
This second shift. This old pair of pants. This staycation. This brown bag lunch. At American Family Insurance, we understand what it takes to make your new kitchen, that new car, or your new house a reality. It's the same as it takes to protect it. To protect your new life, your future, your dreams.
The Clark County Youth Coalition, Clark County's local coordinating council for a drug-free Indiana, presents What's Your Side Effect? Join the movement of thousands of young people working together to build a better world through living healthy, passionate, drug-free lifestyles. Our program includes tips that will help you live the good life and make chasing your dreams a lot easier. Get healthy, get inspired, get the facts at what'syoursideeffect.org.
Funding provided by the State of Indiana Division of Mental Health and Addiction.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from Glycod.
Welcome back. Mike Beck, Jim Kazmarek here at Corydon Central High School, beautiful night for football. Been a really nice game to watch. 22-14, Salem leads Corydon Central in our game of the week. And it's 4th and 1, and Corydon Central lines up to go for it. Man, this could be a huge...
Oh my! Boy, that's going to be depends on where the referee marks it. It looks like he might have it.
Fessel forced let his backs get in front of him, and it was just a wedge.
Yep.
He needed 1. He got about 2. 1st and 10. Running game is not sparking for either team right now. And similar play, Fessel goes to the right just a bit. Picks up a couple. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Well, both teams are so conscious of the inside running game that anything you can pop outside is going to go.
You could fake that inside handoff and there's a quick pitch.
Yeah, a little toss play to Money or
jet sweep.
Yeah,
anything.
Yeah,
reverse.
But just any kind of what do we got here? We got trips.
Trips out to the far side.
Quarterback sweep. Nope.
They roll to the left. That is, that's tough.
Yep.
Short field, rolling against your arm.
Yeah, and with a man in your face. Yeah, 53 did a really nice job on defense getting through there. That's Caden Cologne, the linebacker, a little stunt there.
It'll be 3rd down and 7.
3rd and 7. Well, they need to pick up some yardage here because I'm not sure I want to go for it on 4th and 7.
Yeah. Fessel stays back. Pocket holds up. He's got some time.
He's got a receiver.
Going for it all.
Someone got it. Corydon got it.
Oh, my goodness.
Fight for the ball, and Corydon came up with it.
That's a fantastic catch.
That was 21. That was Colton Kaiser, and
took it away from McCoskey.
And McCoskey was right there. Actually had the interception, and Kaiser took it right away from him.
A huge gain, and it's going to be 1st down and 10 at the 12-yard line. Colton Kaiser, play of the night so far, changes the field. Now, Fessel dancing around, trying to keep this play alive, and a flag comes in. There's going to be a back block in the back, I'm sure. We'll see what the call is, but when you turn everybody around like that, that's usually what happens.
Yeah, that's right.
Fessel did a lot on his own.
Well, wait a minute. There's no flag.
I thought I saw a flag.
I saw a flag, too.
6-yard gain, 2nd and 4. Good job, Fessel.
And that was should have been a 6-yard loss that he turned into a 6-yard gain. Great individual effort on his part. And scrambling, running. We've got a player for Corydon down.
Player down. While they attend to him, we'll take a quick break and be back right after this. You're watching Glycod's coverage of Kentuckiana High School football. Well, sorry about that, folks. Commercial didn't fire, so
no.
We went there, but it said no, so we'll come back here. And Jaden Fowler, the injured player, he's okay, up on his feet, came off the sideline under his own power. And so 2nd down and about 4. The drive continues for Corydon Central. Man, Fessel really took a shot there, trusting that Kaiser could get it against McCoskey. That's pretty bold. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Long 2.
Yep. 3rd and long 2, short 3. Might as well be 3rd and a mile. It's 2-down territory here.
Right. Let's see if Money gets the ball here.
Fessel.
Nope.
Going to do the wedge. Look for a seam. He's down to the 5. Did he get enough for the 1st down? We'll see where they put it down at.
And Corydon's offensive linemen were foot to foot and run. It just looked like a giant wedge trying to move the Salem defense.
down to the 4-yard line, and it's going to be close.
Measurement.
We've seen more measurements tonight than we haven't seen in the last 2 years.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. We
They
haven't
just
seen
don't
any
do
this
that
year.
anymore.
We haven't seen any this year.
For a while there, I thought somehow the IHSA had banned it, but no.
Well, and Mike, we've had so few games that have been this close, and so many games we've had were kind of runaways that the referees probably said, it's first down.
Not worried about it. This game, pretty tight. 22-14. 4th and about a foot.
Yeah.
So
I think Fessel's going to run the wedge play again. Corydon's linemen are pretty tight.
Power to power.
Yeah. Salem's defensive linemen better get down, get nice and low.
We got movement.
Oh, no.
5-yard penalty. Corydon Central jumped. And that hurts.
Well, that's going to take away the quarterback wedge.
That absolutely for sure. Now you got to have a play.
Well, it looks like they're going to go with trips right. Run to the trip side with a run pass option.
4th and 5. Money.
Yep.
Chopping his feet. They go to the right. Fessel puts it up.
Oh, he caught it.
Holy cow.
Fessel threw that ball as he was going down. The Salem defensive player was in his face. Fessel was actually going backwards when he threw that pass, and I didn't see who caught it.
I was trying to hear the PA announcer. I don't think he could tell who it was either. Oh, my goodness, and that's a shame because whoever caught that ball, he's a hero right now.
Yeah, made a phenomenal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line. Colton Kaiser made that catch.
Kaiser, yeah.
Senior. Kaiser, man, 2 huge catches.
He's come up big.
Bowling got him that time. And a penalty. Most loss of some yards here.
That was the 2-point play, Mike. They gave Kaiser the touchdown, and that was the 2-point play.
I didn't know they got the touchdown.
I didn't either. Don't remember the referee signaling it. We were so excited about the catch and the quarterback.
I thought
play.
It was 1st and goal. Because the sideline, I would look over at the chains, and the guy had a first down marker on the side. I thought that's what he was doing, was spotting it.
Yeah.
Touchdown by Colton Kaiser. Sorry, folks.
Yeah, we apologize because
it
was a great catch. Didn't realize he had gotten into the end zone.
No, fantastic.
The catch was phenomenal. The effort on the quarterback's part was unbelievable. This kid is going to have a future. He is a good-looking prospect. For a sophomore to do what he's doing?
Well, you realize that Jalen Fowler is also a sophomore. You got some young players here on the field.
Anthony Martin is a sophomore.
They're going to be pretty good for a while here.
Yep. Dakota Jones is a junior. Austin Ayers is a junior.
22-20.
Martin Basham, starting linebacker, is a junior.
Pooch kick and fair catch caught.
Kobe Pollock is a junior. There's a lot of underclassmen on this Corydon team.
Jalen Stevens on kick return. He caught the Pooch kick. Fair catch was signaled. Wise call on his part. It'll be 1st and 10. Salem has the ball at the 33-yard line, and they're now nursing a 2-point lead. And this game got a lot more interesting. Colton Kaiser, he wants to be our player of the game tonight.
He does. He's playing like it anyway.
And speaking of that, don't forget that you can cast your vote for Glycod's Player of the Week starting Sunday morning. Sponsored by Shelter Insurance Agent Colby Martin. Just go to our website, glycod.com. You can do it there. Arthur shows pass, decides to run. Now there's some yards on the ground, but they're set up by the pass.
Yeah, a little quarterback draw. I believe that was a called play. I don't believe he intended to pass.
Blocking will tell you usually.
Yeah, good quarterback draw, good play. First down, Mike.
Got 10. I may got 11 on that. 1st and 10.
Now you find out what kind of character Salem has.
Ball out at the 41-yard line. See what Salem can dial up here. Nothing doing up the middle. That door closed in the second quarter,
right.
And it hasn't reopened in this half.
Yep, no, it
for
hasn't. I keep waiting for him to do something outside. Some kind of quick pitch, a sweep, a toss play. Let Money get outside. Of course, Money is more of a north-south, hard-nosed runner.
Picked up about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Howie on the carry last time. See what they can do here. Howie, the single tailback. Arthur in the pistol. Takes the snap. He's going to put it in the air. Looks downfield. Dances around. Has a receiver. It's Mahurin, and he overthrows everyone.
Yep.
He had room to run.
Well, he could have run for 20 yards on that one.
It'll be 3rd and 7.
Always tell the quarterback it's a lot easier to run for 10 yards than it is to throw that 10-yard pass.
And don't forget, at the conclusion of the game, we'll announce our players of the game tonight. And, man, that's going to be hard.
Yes, it is.
There's a couple of kids. Wow. Really nice performances tonight by both teams.
By both teams. And some outstanding play by a lot of nice young players.
3rd and 7. Arthur drops back. Looks across the middle. McCoskey with the reception.
Oh.
You got to make that tackle.
You got to make that tackle.
2, 3.
You got to make that tackle. He broke 3 tackles on that.
McCoskey shows why he's one of the studs on the Salem Lions.
And see how much easier that is to throw that pass, throw a 10-yard pass and get a 10-yard run out of it to gain 20 yards than it is to throw all those long passes that he's been throwing.
Right. Ball down to the 10-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal from where they spot it, I believe. Be a yard or 2. Played excellent tonight. Arthur, handoff, Bowling. And he finds a seam, and he's in the end zone, 8-yard gain.
And you know, Mike, he did find the seam, and I don't know if you saw it, but you could just see a little seam open up in the Corydon defense.
And a player down for Salem. And we're going to head and give them a chance to attend to him. While they take a break, we will take one. Hopefully it'll fire this time. Stand by. We'll be back right after this.
Nobody wants to be told that they have cancer. When you find out that you have cancer, you want to make sure and try to get it treated as quickly as possible. That's what Priority Radiology did for me. The time they saved me from fretting about it is something I can't repay. They got me my results within 3 hours. It's unheard of to get that kind of results that quick. I can't hardly tell you how important that was for my mental state. It really helped me get through that day.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from Glycod.
Welcome back here, Mike Beck, Jim Kazmarek, and we had an injured player on the field. So with the stoppage, they're tending to him. Hopefully not too serious. You know, those big ones up front, sometimes they get that leg rolled up on. I think that's what happened here. You just get turned around. There's a lot of awkward positions you get in. And if your foot is planted and you can't get it up, it's just...
Yep. So many people are falling down and falling one way or falling the other way. And we used to try to tell the offensive linemen, if you keep your feet moving, you got a better chance of not having that happen to you. If you got both feet stationary on the ground and someone's falling over, you got a chance to get hurt.
Yeah.
Let's hope he's all right. They're still working with him. Don't know who it is yet.
See, and the problem is linemen a lot of times are trying to plant their feet to get leverage, to push, and that's where you get in trouble because you get that foot planted, then you can't pick it back up.
Well, he's up and moving his legs. That's good.
I think they're going to get him up and try to walk it off. We'll see how that works. Hopefully not serious.
If he can get up and walk it off, that'd be great.
Much better for an ankle than a knee, we'll say that. And I don't know. I honestly have no idea what's going on, but I think they've got some guys out there to help him off.
And, no football player wants to be carried off the field.
No.
They're warriors, and they want to walk off that field. Good for him.
He's walking off, and
can't see a number.
No, can't tell for sure. He's putting a little weight on the leg, but not a lot. So, I mean, it doesn't look like it's a disastrous injury, but 59. Trail Howard, we think.
That's who it is, Trail Howard.
And they're going for the extra point here. Tally to kick. Holder is Caleb Tucker. And
Salem's they're short a man, and it's probably Trail's substitute for the extra point.
They're trying to get him
now
over
they're
to the
sending
bench.
2.
Referees are a little lenient here as you had an injured player. Give him a chance to figure that out. Play clock started now. It was not Trail Howard. Kick is up, and it's there. 29-20. And now Corydon Central in a bind because they're down by 2 scores.
Did we see who it is now?
He's going to the bench over there. We still can't quite identify. It was not Trail Howard, according to Ashton.
I don't have binoculars with me.
Binoculars, I would need like a telescope at this point.
Do you see who that was?
Yeah. Local radio, WKLO's here tonight, 96.9 FM, and they've been very helpful with us, sharing some information. We want to give them some love.
And I think Salem's radio station's down at the very other end of the press box.
WSLM.
Yes.
It's a fixture in the Salem area. All right. Yeah, we can't really tell who it is. And when we find out, we'll pass it on to you. 29-20. Salem in the driver's seat now. They lead by 2 scores. Tally to kick off. Just a freshman. Not too many freshmen get a lot of playing time, but a decent kick.
Oh.
And that's going to have to be
handled
and returned. Jaden Singleton.
He's still going.
Almost to midfield. What a return. That's patience pays off.
Yep, good for him.
1st and 10 for Corydon Central. They're going to work with about 52 yards from glory.
7.5 minutes left. Plenty of time. 2 touchdowns.
Oh, yeah, plenty of time for 2 scores. Nice return that time by Jaden Singleton. Senior. They had senior night activities before the game tonight. 1st and 10. Money in the backfield. Fessel, the quarterback, going to drop back, look downfield. Scrambles. He's going to throw it in. Has a receiver. Jaden Fowler, the intended target, and he was behind him. He made an excellent effort to grab it.
He just had to turn. He had to get his body turned around.
That's so hard to do when you're running full speed. If he'd have caught that, it'd have been a fantastic catch. But nice play design and good blocking up front that gave Fessel the time to look downfield, get his feet set, and make the throw.
He did have time, and we got timeout.
2nd and 10, timeout taken. They'll take a break. We'll take one as well. Stand by. We'll be back right after this.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
From your very first call, the warm personal care from Dr. Todd Carter and his friendly staff at Carter Family Dentistry will put you at ease. Dr. Carter can take care of you and your family's dental needs, from gentle cleaning to complex procedures. Visit drtoddcarter.com to learn why generations put their trust in Dr. Carter for their dental health. Or to schedule an appointment, call Annette or Joyce at 812-944-5155. Located at 809 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from Glycod.
And welcome back. Mike Beck, Jim Kazmarek here in the fourth quarter of a very good football game. Salem leads on the scoreboard 29-20 over Corydon Central. Hard-fought battle tonight. Both teams some excellent plays on both sides of the field. A lot of young talent.
Seeing a lot of good quarterback play tonight.
A lot of hard-nosed football. Some great line play tonight, too. Both teams. 2nd and 10. Fessel with Singleton in the backfield. Fessel looked downfield, rolls to his left. Now he's going to have to scramble. He's going to try to pull it down and pick it up on the... Oh, that's a late hit.
Uh-oh. That...
Howie.
Porter Howie way late on the hit.
Yeah, that's...
Way late.
That's not a wise move. You always want to get a shot on the quarterback. Personal foul against Salem.
Live ball and one could be a dead ball. Howie's penalty was a dead ball foul.
So can those be compounded?
They can. They can. That could be a 30-yard penalty.
That would be devastating. We'll see how they walk this off. He picked up about 7 on the carry. They'll march off
15.
And they'll march off 15 more.
Yeah,
oh, my.
That's the double penalty. Live ball, dead ball. That puts Corydon right back into this game.
Ball all the way down to the 17-yard line.
As good a player as Porter Howie is.
That was a mistake.
That was a mistake. And his momentum just carried him into him, and you got to learn to pull up.
Or redirect if you can.
Yeah.
First and 10, ball at the 17-yard line. Corydon Central given a little life on that 30-yard penalty. 2 penalties, total of 30 yards, 2 15-yard penalties. 1 live, and the reason, folks, once he goes out of bounds and then the penalty occurs, it's after the play.
Right.
So the penalty in the play is 15 yards, the one downfield. The hit out of bounds is now the second penalty, technically, and it's tacked on. That explains why there's 30 yards here.
Yep. Very good. Good explanation.
Well, I've tried to help.
You need to get your license.
For what?
Referee.
No, thank you, sir. There are a lot of things in life I'd like to do, but that's not one. You know, it would be nice to be down on the field, not playing anymore, obviously. Yeah. I'm a little old for that, but, there's never love for the refs.
No.
Nobody likes you. I want to be liked too much.
Yeah. And the referee, the head man is actually called the referee. In the white hat, the referee is now explaining to Coach Thompson what
I just explained.
Yeah, what you just explained.
First and 10, ball at the 17, the reset here. 7:13 to go in the ball game. Lots of time. Corydon Central trails by 9. Money moving, little pass, throws out of bounds, incomplete.
Game was so well refereed tonight too. Even though there's that penalty, that was a well refereed game. There haven't been hardly any penalties until that right there.
Yeah. Some of that's pent up emotion, a little bit of frustration. You see that?
Yeah.
2nd down and 10, ball at the 17. Fessel trying to do it with the arm here in the second half.
Yeah, they've just pretty much abandoned the running game.
Oh, and they abandoned the block that time too. Money didn't do his job.
No, he didn't. Bowling went right past him.
Credit Bowling. He saw Money, glanced off him, and kept Fessel in his sights. Bullseye. Huge loss.
And Fessel's eyes were all upfield and where they're supposed to be. He's reading his keys.
Loss of 10. It'll be 3rd and 20. Now I think we're in a passing situation here.
Well, like I say, I think Corydon has abandoned the running game totally and gone to the pass.
Well, Fessel's given them a reason to think they can make it work.
He has.
Money stays into block. Fessel throws into traffic. Ball tipped around, and a flag. Is that pass interference? That would be first down.
Yeah, he's got pass interference is what he's called. Who's he called it on, though?
You know, that's not a spot foul.
No.
People are used to that in the NFL, but this isn't the NFL. Pass interference, 10-yard penalty, I believe, but is it an automatic first down?
And I don't know if that penalty was, well, obviously it's against Salem. My concern would be, was that called after the ball was tipped? Because once the ball is tipped, you can't have pass interference anymore.
Right. But it's not a first down? Pass interference?
Apparently not. Not automatic first down